Eden Hazard in the Premier League. The idea and say Bruno Fernandes and Michael Carrick say and Stuart Antwall. It take some decisions bi mu a na enye decisions a etwa yie na come here say Premier League no say agi penalty ama wa Eden say besnya agi second one ama and tesanka no a we abrante for ama Diallo incident na was in Manchester United enya second penalty the same incident and see ya ama Bobo Kwefna bomb of team no wo enso etim enya the equalizer ama game no eye 2-2 was no krapa and say abrante for ama Diallo dia no na ye penalty Harry Maguire red card no wadwenwa wantia center no ade as Michael Carrick the blame no Emma Stuart Antwall center referee.
This one he's definitely got one of them wrong because he's give one penalty for us for the same thing that he's not give one. There's a 2-arm grab. So Mateus one he gives, the second one on Amadi doesn't, which is I think it's almost identical really. If you two hands on someone in the box and they go over and they're in control of the ball, for me it's two penalties, but it'd be interesting to see which one they acknowledge is wrong, whether the one that we got or the one that we didn't get. And it's a huge moment and you don't give it, they go down the other end and score, and then becomes all of a sudden it needs to be a bigger penalty to overturn just because they scored, when actually it's a penalty and it should be a penalty if you've already given one. So a bit baffling really to make sense of that, and because they score then the game flips a little bit and changes, and then I thought we defended with the 10 men after all that very well, and the boys coming off the bench and finishing the game really strong. So that was a big positive for us to take the point in the end, because we've seen them win late here, and so we take that. But the penalty one's just astonishing, I have to say. One of them must be wrong.
Ano ayensema Michael Carrick manager Jinamu Emma Manchester United team no wade to twa eno mu bisa ne se Harry Maguire red card na dia sam eno beka afa no so ade ne de senior si no krepa any say team no e copy without a branch of Harry Maguire after so dey ne red card no was team no e copy without him very well pa ento woni say team ne born home modern, but red card ne de no krepa ne say de si NSC.
I've not really spoke to Harry, to be honest. I think, and I've not seen the actual instance back. But listen, if he's gone past him and he's clean one on goal, then and he's put an arm on him, then he's give a penalty for that. If he's put an arm on him on Ahmad and he doesn't give a penalty for that, again, it's that's what's happened when it's all in the same game, really. And there's so many eyes on it, and you can intervene. And we didn't get two of them; they went against us. So. It is what it is. I thought we coped with that really well, as I've said. So I think I'd rather take the positives from it tonight than that.
Enti on the red card national and some walk and a penalty. Now was and Kwamusa etimi eka eno and a Roy Ferdinand no a former player. Emma Manchester United Bobo Kone say referee decision in the Premier League no day by day a get worse year pa na Ama Diallo ya di to fam na player ne din nsam yenu and a train ball fam, and so referee Ama penalty. A few minutes later no Harry Maguire the same incident no, and so Akwaaba man a red card SNG penalty etia Manchester United and they do prepare referees decisions in the Premier League get worse and no Anna Roy Ferdinand eka sansem no when winning so say Ama Diallo no kwepa ne say ni ball no na ye fa referee na ignore Harry Maguire dia no so e fala what the toto Ama Diallo dia no ho a ase Ama dia no very visible esen abrante Harry Maguire dia no nanso ono no yaman red card SNG penalty etia no nto no so referee decision no na ni enje ho na enra na Thomas Tuchel enemy squad they are say England about upcoming international friendly game against Uruguay and Japan goalkeepers no Dinhausen, Jordan Pickford, James Trafford, Abrante from Ramsdale, and first na Abrante from Jason Steele, one Ekamubi, Uko defenders na Dan Ben McGahey, Luis Shaw, Abrante from Ezri Kwanzaa, Tino Livramento, Harry Maguire, Abrante and Nico O'Reilly, Jawaro Kwanzaa, Samson Abrante from Spain, Ekamubi, John Stones, Fikayo Tomori, midfielders no Abrante from Elliot Anderson, Jude Bellingham, James Garner, Jordan Henderson, Kobe Menu, Declan Rice, Morgan Rogers, Henry Adam Wharton, Oko attackers na Jarrod Bowen, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Ebre Eze, Samson Abrante, Phil Foden, Anthony Gordon, Harry Kane, and Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, and Dominic Solanke, na Kobe Menu, and Harry Maguire, call up Pomanya to the English national team no and Michael Carrick didn't come after 2-2 draw no and was no crapane said and Nyanje said these two players and call up to the English national team was same where the one near AC air corner and ranting more the mono and I'm married to a that position now. Amunso Eddie Elramu I was squad no ready move some back twice na fe performance more than a dear Thomas Tuchel ehu ye from no on back kwa twice sana fe wo mu improve.
Yeah, obviously, listen, his contract negotiations with all players it's ongoing. So it's you obviously hope whatever that is that it gets done in the right way. So we'll see. But they've both been they've both done great and being back in England squad is what they deserve.
Enti Emrantaniko England national team numa nani ajimu ye pa contract extension edi omu gusua wamu edi unkomo with Manchester United team na England wamu World Cup jerseys wamu edi kono bra na bere England jersey wamu edi World Cup na si papa aye white colored and face no wamu aye colors no ebi mu black wamu ane kono aye black and a bia honom and a chance oba Nike for no wamu logo no so akwa black and England logo no and that the left side already in southern no so the black atoto ma red lines mienu ebiama jersey ne de efepa and anope ya de nyina emamo back to the Premier League no nyankopon nya duma after enwa Manchester United 2-2 draw no Brighton and 12:30 woman Liverpool airport how American Express Stadium na Alisson Becker out of this game ni nyina anisa Brighton anya groin injury enti enra Brazil national team camp no Don Carlo Ancelotti a drop a Brighton a replacing with Sosa and I say so kwa replace Alisson Becker in the Brazilian national team na ahead of form gamer wamu ane Brighton airborne and Ancelotti 18 kama and was it no crapa and say a Brighton for Alisson Becker and your injury into game where out nemum Alexander Isak a Brighton yako international break in eba waba bounce back especially in their Champions League game against Paris Saint-Germain next month 7 February Brighton betimi Asia kan was say enya de say FA Cup game bebo Etihad City no boy ni betimi Asia kan nemum in the Champions League ne de Brighton eba bounce back we adum so baba Asia kan na enda Alisson Becker entimi emobi no Brighton for Mama Dashvili goalkeeper no mum and keeper goal post no enawia Jeremy Frimpong Ibrahima Konate Virgil van Dijk Milos Kekes Ran Gravenberch Alexis McAllister Cody Gakpo Forenvet Dominic Szoboszlai and Hugo Ekitike Rente Edu Akwa no start game now Emma Liverpool now once because of the Carabao Cup ntino Man City game wamu ane Crystal Palace ebaba no wamu postpone nyadi asasa game no ebako so ene minimum 5:30 ene nwumrei ewo Hell Dickinson Stadium no Everton any Chelsea for an Akwaaba Paul Mason accredited say Everton team no ebema Chelsea tough test wakai pass Everton team no ebo etia Arsenal ewo Emirates na no day na say Chelsea epeso bunya 3 points and na ewo so mu put up unbelievable performance ebetimi amu anya unbelievable results na onwuni say Chelsea team no ebetimi aye anything unbelievable into our best results our Hell Dickinson Stadium and then ebeye draw we anu ase no krapa and say pressure ewo the new manager Liam Rossini so woni say Chelsea Bobo Kona Champions League footballer wamo fighting for next season tino ama pressure aba papa ne day and Liam Rossini so enti Chelsea team no already one name Asia Kona team no enyema enkoye na say papa no entimi an qualify for Champions League on be sake no eno ana no pai abetodwa say Chelsea owners ne say womu ogedie awa Liam Rossini mu enti omo de total support amana womu awade mu say project omashesha no papa no ebetimi atwa so waba January enya de say wanya enough time aye pre-season wanya nya signings bia enti omo ni say afei and worker group no abomu afei no worker players no abomu nti nya de say at the end of the season no womu Chelsea owners no akwakopam Liam Rossini aniji samene say edno awo Coban training grounds yehu Malo Gusto so o training Kopama any William Estevayo but we am rented ba kwamo start enanwumre ya hey Robert Sanchez Marco Correa Gerald Hato Samson and Wesley Fofana Malo Gusto Kobe Abrantani de Moses Caicedo Enzo Fernandez Garnacho Copama Pedro Neto Eddie João Pedro Rente Ediba Kwaye ready Musa Number starting game no Ama Chelsea na Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez and offensive Copama and Liam Rossinia akodi omo nkomo se woni players ne ekase no obi aniji obi akondo so abetwa so e Chelsea bobo kurom na Liam Delap say no krepa any say Chelsea team no fight so mbenya Champions League football abom because Champions League nebo ede say o man firimu and ombetimi nya bia bo next season e was mo focus na fe mo page wo money monum no mo enya some points e betimi abo wo mo na at the end of the season no wo mo atimi achieve sa goal no eno sema Brantford and Liam Delap what they to dwa say Newcastle for panel aside one no Brantford Nicholas Jackson so no Newcastle for no nkoma na yase nyankopon nya adoma on the 18th of April Chelsea supporters and Strasbourg supporters ebe match together our London and protesting against the Blue Co na wa mo Chelsea enya de se project we no ebe boa wa mo sako ownership clubs no enya de so betia amana ye atoa so because wa mo Strasbourg for ewuni say Blue Co for the how mo and Chelsea for no so wuni say Blue Co for the how mo into abosi nyankopon nya adoma on the 18th Chelsea and Manchester United ebo home game no ombeba na fence no two teams ni nyina aka bomu aye protest e de atia Chelsea owners no nyankopon nya adoma ochena Newcastle 12 p.m. womo ne Sunderland and ebebo Aston Villa team no 2:15 womo and West Ham United Tottenham and Nottingham Forest ebebo 2:15 kwana na say after Monday 30 yewra Monday 31 no Arsenal and Edikan womo 70 points with 39 goals Man City etosu miyono 61 points plus 32 Manchester na Max Dorman ye nyina nim sa Brighton ababa the youngest scorer in the team no a strong papa but Manchester City team no so no I win 8 of their 9 games a final o mabo e watch us Wembley Sports Stadium and no include a 4 in a row 2018 to 2021 wamoje to us 4 times Arsenal team no so no their their last 3 finals o mabo in this competition no enkofon alusu enti eka bibi echo say game ne de emu ebe dinye pa na enunti ama Josh Kroenke ono ay Arsenal owners no ba ko apie e de afi USA wa ba pie mu our London nyankopon nya adoma ochina game no be hwebi e wo Wembley Sports Stadium na fence no asenya plan transfer plan and answer summer transfer plan no wo pesa woni Mikel Arteta ene Andre better after the final game no wo mu edi nkama enti urama Josh Kroenke ene Stan Kroenke so no ebe uramu na yase papa ne de ene Stan Kroenke woni ne de ne game no so ba be hwebi no unconfirmed but bibia chance oba be ye meeting with Mikel Arteta ene Andre better with Ninua Josh Kroenke enanopai yade ne nyina emamo Mikel Arteta said no kura bia enis nsema hadi kan up say Arsenal players no edin komo our dressing room say 4 competitions so mo challenge no wa mbagye nyina which is the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, English Premier League and the Champions League no say anya no kore wa mo de fan game by game na fence no wa mo afan trophy by trophy enti nsema di kan up no Mikel Arteta say anya no kore wa say Brantford Martin Odegaard a wa pick injure wa mo ebisa ne ho asem no wa ma training enra and then so mbe training enti odi Brantford Julian Timber no medical team no after training and I'm paying for ebema green light so betimi ayusu omo and as won timi anyusu omo nti asaf na no Julian Timber and Martin Odegaard no wonim chase future so mbebo anase wo mo emo game no ene ebisa ne se Kepa Arrizabalaga and wabo cup matches here e di Arsenal team no aduanum na ochena wono and equipe goal post na and was see no krepa ne se ene omo training session nti after training session no wombe ho bia qualities goalkeepers no bia qualities na for mo dia make decision na dia tell say ochena dia enya dia Brantford ne Kepa Arrizabalaga and Mikel Arteta ebe yusu no what the number 1 goalkeeper David Raya ebe kipu goal post ne Pierre Hincampie ebe sia kan Brantford ne Gabriel Magalhaes William Saliba Ben White Martin Zubimendi Declan Rice Bukayo Saka Eze Trossard and first no Victor Gyökeres Rante Eduba Akwa here we had musombe starting game no ama Arsenal Pep Guardiola din come was it 22 times when akwa Wembley akwa semi final matches and final matches no krepa and is enye bad at all omo good record Wembley now so Rawsam and so china Mark Gahey enye eligible to play the game because of the competition rules and so etimi epiem no na de ate ane se Pep Guardiola a confirm say James Trafford and the best start goal post num one na da e team na adu anum into ochina James Trafford and a start goal post no into we City wo starting lineup na James Trafford in goal post, Matheus Nunes, Kushanov, Ruben Diaz, Ryan Atnori, Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante, Nico O'Reilly, Samson Bernardo Silva, Abrantef Ryan Sheke, and watching Jeremy Doku and Ellen Haaland. I am Rente Eduba Kwa. I likely say game no. Woman ever started Josco Vadion Kwa. And I admit and say we are injured. I want to me NCL you can see me. And Arsenal so one we are doubtful. I am Martin Odegaard and Julian Timber. Name of Mikel Merino there. Why out? I want to me emo game ni be. The mate and say Ruben Diaz and Bernardo Silva. Uramu our Spain. Woman call up a buyer now. And I say Uramu our Portugal. Woman call up a buyer now. And Rente no omudi enimu Ruben Diaz and Bernardo Silva Portuguese national team no for match international break games no enya de so omudi ewo munemu Man City wana no Matheus Nunes wa mo left back no Abrante edin ewo mu a ena no pay dia mate and he said Bernardo Silva Juventus team no are interested omo wi animu say wa mo ani Abrante ebedi nkomo at the end of the season the contract on City ewo no ba wiye na according to report every some of the European teams ebi Juventus, Galatasaray mo, and Fenerbahce mo, Uramu our Saudi Arabia. Yes, say some of the clubs, Branta, Yefene Bernardo Silva, na Arsenal goalkeeper, David Raya, and so Kwakwadin come on. Abro Mubisan is the best goalkeeper in the world, no? Why? And was one of them, who two, Wabaka Setibu Courtois, and at the other one, no, so, Joali Gitaruma of Manchester City. Also, we are near ma, Tibu Courtois, Madrid na, Abranta just say yes, and pa. Were a great goalkeeper and ohuni say City fans no another fantastic goalkeeper and no Joan League Donnarumma na oseno krapani say before say who joining Arsenal bobo kono when ya kwanya sanko beko different place and no Bayern Munich bobo kono na so I like say what joining Arsenal because a good decision and what taking him in the Bundesliga, so Kofi Diatia say enra RB Leipzig and win 5-0. Etia Hoffy and Bobo Kono na eno amase say Leipzig team after match day 27. Wamo tosomi and with 50 points. Nemum Bayern Munich dia about 26 games with Dortmund. Wamo ada RB Leipzig for enim because Bayern for Eddie Kamu 67 points plus 68 goals and at Dortmund and tosomi 58 points plus 29 and sana Leipzig Bobo Kono ababedi third with 50 points plus 18 but a nay 230 our Allianz Arena no Bayern Munich and Union Berlin and Airbo na Bayern Munich are unbeaten in their last 13 Bundesliga games wamu abo atia Union Berlin wamu anwini 8 and wamu draw 5 wamu lusubi and two teams a game no and yema koye ema Bayern Munich team no but Vincent Company as wonim Union Berlin for no wamu strength and Krofano a very very strong year pa nanso no krepa ade say wamu Bayern Munich bobo kono wamu awade mu say wamu match wamu ebebo bia no ewo Allianz Arena and even away krepo no ombe wene entiane no wohwe mu say the guys ne ebe deliver ama no na no no mutina fie ebo Atalanta 4-1 no say with that scoreline wa percent twaso na fe ebo ema Bayern team no strong ansana wombe ko international break no mako wade atoja say Manonia ene Abrante for Jonas Ubeck and first no Leonard Prescott wamu nyina trainee with the team na bibia say Emrente no emu ba ko ne be goalkeeper ba Sol Manonia enye fully fit enti Jonas Ubeck and a best static goal post room Conwell Lema Bishop Kiminje Dayo Opemekano Joshua Kimmich Goraska Michael Olise Leonard Carr Samson Sajnabre and Hurricane and Ulihune ono aya honorary president Emma Bayern Bobo Kone say nay Ukasa Uto Hurricane Ubeton 150 million euros because Abrante a great player where global future and as a player bia what the qualities in Awasro where Romodalo Emma the youth team and then watching no good character was sign performing our top level where she goes into say nay or the 150 million euros to Abrante Omoka our Bayern Honor Colombian boy and day and Luis Diaz and so and you will say Colombia when we just jerseys somebody call World Cup na se no the way one no eno nso efe pa e green colored wo hwe no corner somebody light green enso ato onum ana cha se wo mo Adidas for no logo no edida the Denmark Colombia for nso logo so eda so aba Facebook a ubenya jersey ni bia hwe efe pa na nyankopon nya adoma ene 230 no FC Adiam wo mo ane Leverkusen ebebo eno na Kasper Holman ono aye manager ema Leverkusen team ne se wo mo anya 8 games a 8 games a akanom wo mo ready mu se Poker Cup semi-final. Wamu ebe winning na fence no. Wamu match sa ko manim in the Bundesliga no. Wamu winning ti ene game. Wamu ne hede am ebo no. Owi ade mu say the guys ni betimi deliver. Ama no ayen sama. Kasper Holman no ayen manager. Emma Leverkusen bobo kono. Wade Emma ye ene nyume 5:30. Borussia Dortmund ene Hamburger SV ebebo. Eno ayen games a koso in the Bundesliga. Uramu ewa Spanish La Liga enra Villarreal winning 3-1. Etia Real Sociedad na Kofi Ababe told us La Liga paying for and release a classic baller enumum ene ebe yusu efima day 31 airco yesi anonom se ebia ensuo kwapo ewa park na so asabo no enya de se ensuo no betimi astop ball no ni movement ena enya de se ensuo no so ebe ma ho aya trontom sempo no players nentimi en control enti eno ena that Facebook no so efima day 31 airco no ena ye kwakwa yusu in the Spanish La Liga na chese the last 8 games no eno ane yede ba bebo na nyankopon nya adoma ochena 1 p.m. no e was Spotify company Barcelona team no ane Rayo Vallecano ebebo na eno ana ba beto dwa se Eric Garcia entimi emo game ni bi because of the discomfort awanya ntino nemom yese Abrante fini Javi Espart ane e likely so bebo game ni bi enti okwa start all right back one we Abrante du ba ko a Hansi Flick ye wi ade mu so ochena be yusu na Abrante fini Western Sashini João Cancelo ebaba left back na Gerard Martin ene Abrante fini Paul Kubasi abo center back wo na Javi Espart enso agina right back Marc Bernal Pedri Gonzalez Rooney Bagi Abrante fini Dani Olmo Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski future Babe told say in the month of April next month and I'm paying for Ebeshia no mo adin komo ewo ho there is no contract on the table nemo mi yase Joao Laporta any deco epesa branch no este sounds na player no so no epeso stay entidiaka and some very rich agreement but Dani almost say one no woman abon several times as force 9 a position bia we feel comfortable ye pa and is a coach no epa we betimi use no as force 9 Spotify company and ababe to just say supporters na shall say complaining say because of advertisement border e wo Spotify company nintino say player eshe go na enam fama ebi mo kire say omunya bi enhu na chese omunya the full view of the post enti womo aka che Barcelona mpran for say e was a board no womo atwe eba akire anase ebia omu eyiyi efiri wonom na Akwaba ne say sa advertisement board no se eyiyi efiri wonom a ene abema Barcelona for a reduce ska enti yaso mbetwe e de aba akire pa na no atimi aboa ama supporters no mu complain no enso atimi ehu the full view of the poor eno nso wo honom a ene anopai ye de ne nyina emamo na Kofi yesi 2027 Barca for ne same Oma plane somo ebeye roofing ombe install the roofing ewo the company na Akwaba ne say be take some months na yase anu ntino ebema team no nso no abo matches ewo away from the stadium a yase Monjik Stadium anasa Johan Cruyff Arena eho eno mbekwa yusu enso ade abo matches na sa a study Johan Cruyff no ene yase anu nti ama Barcelona for no ayo madwen say wo mo ebe expand this stadium no by 2027 enu anom de no mo expand by 10,000 enti wo mo ahuni say so mo aye roofing of the Spotify company na is either some be yusu a study Johan Cruyff and answer Monjik but wo mo prefer say ebe yusu Johan Cruyff enti the mate any say the lateral stands any part of the goal nod no wo mo ayo madwen say wo be expand one by 10,000 seat nti na no nso etimi aboa ama Barca Athletic crop no wo mo games supporters na aye more na wo mo kyerɛ 2027 one pese enka branch fanom Marcus Rashford wo fa ne permanent nti in 2026 in summer inka bobo kwa for the Manchester United for enti no mo sign a branch no on loan for another season na next summer no we mo entry 30 million euros emfa boy no United for say there is either say Barca for at 30 million euros release cost no ebeba and say branch no ebe return to club no yes Barcelona team no ayo ma dwen say the one nima AC Aircon no so man konko activate sa do na ade no emu be den e de amom nto ma plane so mo ekwa kofa branch no na mfe wo mo afa no on permanent enu enkomodi a ekoso e wo ho Luis de la Fuente say branch for one Garcia wanya call up to the Spanish national team amam for Aircas wo deserve no wose ane wo deserve no oni ma branch no Spain for no monitor na che wose wo dimi no e wo under 21 no oye one of the best goalkeepers enya ni manimu ya mwade ma award na dinti eno magina so edi afro no mum wonim ni dada wonim ni qualities eno woni na ye adwuma e was Spanish under 21 no Spain for nso Jesse away one na efe papa he cha se yesi ni kon no ena ohwe ni kon ne makon ho no ma de ate ene se three lines egu ho ena ne nsana no gold color e bia ho no ma cha se Adidas for logo no eda right ena Spain for logo no so no eda left ni nyina no over Facebook no so abenya bia hwe efe pa we eye World Cup Jesse Spain for ebeshe as a away team and answer so mo bo as a away team Jesse wo mo ebeshe countries ni de Jesses no efi enekoi no ebe pop up papa Real Madrid team no ochena wo mo any Atletico Madrid ebe bo e wo Estadio Santiago Bernabeu e Madrid derby ano ebe dinye pa na sa game no ana Federico Valverde say wo mo ye committed wo mo aye focus one person go all out our Madrid derby num womunim how important sa game we into mo call for the 3 maximum points arewo sem any say number 1 goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois out sounds na Atletico Madrid fans no makes number 1 goalkeeper Abrante finish Jean Oblak na Courtois Andrew Lunin and replacing na enema ekoye and one Muso enso replace Jean Oblak enema ekoye enwa ye hu Abrante fina Andrew Lunin so ye saves upon saves and Valdebebas Kylian Mbappe so no strike from afar any close shotter no dey tuntinam no who say yes Madrid team no wo aye serious but aniji sem Madrid camp and say Jude Bellingham ababaka and ye ready mu say game no wo betimi abobi ayo chena and asa match na ekoso wo mu ni Barca game ni nyina no ochena and ekoso na Real Madrid bobo kono yes nye Jude Bellingham ko and mo expect no nemum Alvaro Carreras any David Alaba mu nyina players yes wo mo nso enho atomo a ochena game no wo betimi abobi nemum Kylian Mbappe ebe start enti uko goal post no ma Andrew Lunin Daniel Carvajal Antonio Rudiger Dean Howson Abrante Frank Garcia Federico Valverde Thiago Pitach Olarin Chomene Camavinga Abrante Fanom Brahim Diaz and Vinicius Junior Mrantia yes mo start na Thiago Pitach yes no wanya permanent promotion from Madrid Academy na say was ya kan Ediama senior team no enya de say Madrid Castilla and as academy team no we be see kan amu mu bio say Abrante Fan one Muso ekipu clean sheet dia and we be the first goalkeeper since 1995 simple in the first 4 La Liga matches no ni nyina wakipu clean sheet ochana wano and a goalkeeper Clement Lenglet Jose Maria Jimenez Abrante Fan Pubel Sansona Noel Molina Abrante Fan Vargas Koke Sansona Thiago Amada Abrante Fan Gonzalez Alex Bena and Alexander Salat I am run to almost start a game no but the once La Liga no a week 29 and a Ramu but after Monday 28 no Barcelona Eddie can 70 points plus 49 Real Madrid etosum 66 points plus 36 Villarreal etosum 58 points plus 20 and Atletico Madrid team no etosu and I more 57 points plus 22 yes Atletico team no a plan is on bet 5 million euros at the Akwaaba for Atalanta Ederson na Abrantina Babe Yajuma at the Amuamo na after 35 million euros no we must see bonuses and no add-ons no ebe 5 million euros in two combo man 40 million euros but Atalanta team say so am I serious we must for 40 ne emra a fixed price and ya there some better so anasa we must edi be ebe count their meter and it says some no price Atalanta for edi atu Abrante for Ederson so no 40 million euros uramu our France and no long steam na awene 5-1 8 and get until say after Monday 26 yawra Monday 27 muno Lens for any dikan no more 59 points plus 30. Paris Saint-Germain etosumienu womo de because of the Champions League match womo boti at Chelsea ntino womo game na was womo Nice ebo the last week no mammo ento womo no about 25 matches womo tosumienu womo 57 points plus 32 afei Olympique Marseille etosumiensam 49 points plus 20 Lyon etosu enai 47 points with 13 goals Nyankopon nya doma ene OGC Nice boboko no womo ni PSG ebo 8-5 na ochena Lyon ene about 2 p.m. na fe Marseille team no and lead me topo and so about 4:15 ochina kofi engina so na no payam no nsem eboabo no yem fancy na fe ene abedwa from fade aka and twaso MRT for na
yeah that's ye na kope okodo no brasi IWS bet no Sharon so code di kan no ene da Facebook no also no wosoro o twa ne kuma bia obedi ni kakraka
kofi
ye
WS bet betting company ba ko a oba Ghana hanuma omo also no so enti eno code na daso no yes code na daso no nti uba Facebook a ubenya code na ahwe na yen social media handles no so no
and so ya post out we
ya post to edit ato onum enti atie for any kind emfa we ya the second one so eba
you yeah that's mo son for Mr. Bona and now tenen ka se amanani nsem no we de si Hussein eba na enkyeremu no wetimi edini dia aman wo wie pe dia ka no ye betwa so Akwaaba radio 98.1 channel so we Akwaaba sports preview ana no p ye de ema obeba Facebook WS bet no code no and see edasi into ba ye post to edit to Facebook ana face so WhatsApp group no say dia tum into ba no channel so say obetimi aba na also timi abefa ana face so link no so o de stand high edifa 0246363064 0246363064 o send high the power be send WhatsApp group link no e amount ana so betting also and so link be send dia masere bia o so betimi register na obewie no na also no o na say code no timi afa no na also take kakra atwechiri o twa ne kakra bia obeni kakraka also so no so ntia no WS bet enya sam keto ahonsem ena no pi obete pina e wo show no so abra ese ye de agodiem sam ye de bra hyehyɛ no enya sam keto kra enche na mosomfo Hussein Adams obesi nkonya Akwaaba ese mosomfo no ese mo yemo
ese som kakra
za
ntini yaba ene ye weekend
yeah
ye baba ye adwuma
ye nya ba so de ne yaba
magana ne mo tro konkro bepe
ba bia tena o
wanya ba bia tena
you remember the city from an akwatara so one trench wanza edune bra ba
akwa me ya na nipa akunyase na nipa akunyase ko fita go
uzo obe no ere
na nipa akunyase wo
yo
o de to wezi yesu wo afu a
da bi bumfu ye se
because ene
what's bibia na ne mere
amma me guide like quotation bit video guide me who say oh
I think I'm on them na be so sports so na mere nti
that's what mo twa bi no quotation ni nyina go mo tirim obeyi bia ma o
say mo no bat ma mo nya de
o de ka uchi witai
o de ka mo no amomro ye
and I'm right when I yesterday no but obey the serious the whole night me night
sir
any magazine phone nyina na enya yi o
yeah
any magazine phone nyina go Master Moses
die
go fita go
yeah
Master Moses e ka se ni papa ncha me o nipa me hwe na ni me hwe na komo what man say
sir
me nye cardiothoracic doctor but se nipa wa koma pa ohunu
yeah
na hey
ano de me no tama o shindi kama message no na am say de be ma me kwa check we o me na me say how ndio how no ono so anka hwe say yeah eno urade me kwa we no aka so
see we the magazine fo nyina Akwaaba fo nyina ye Master Moses na ye sponsor aye ne na ye closest
yes
na adwuma mu hon so
ye ne na no
kai say ball joint you say de ye obibi free oh ya mfa na currency no man asumji no man baby pa
sanity
enche kofi
ye
we dey mama mfa me ya men kai bota wuntwam Monday ya Mr. Obrekum ha tie na epic number we because be na won TBM
okay
what I say aha every Monday e ko
you started delivery.
Oh, okay.
Nti baby a wo bia say bia wo pese obi di ade brɛ wo pese wo di ade ma na obi ato ade na wo pese wo de koma no make sure say obe keep number we.
Oh, okay.
Na wa frɛ in fact semi ameka ho asemi de no say e safe
genuine
e secured e sign reliable wa de enyira
okay
yira kura ye de wa de be den
ebebro
nti say we make sure say we find a very very serious
okay
na we keep number I'm bringing the number but nam pesa offer pain said e be ya obetro e de ato ho nti me say da be na e sha ase Monday okay na ye sha ase ho no nti yen science su bi matie for say Monday and I had this delivery service no e sha ase na Richmond will be no way
nti
Richmond
no
abesha
okay
me kotama basisi
yo kotambre na yanko enim nti ye twen okotama basisi na ya to aso awa ha se ha Akwaaba radio 98.1 channel so we Akwaaba sports preview ana no pi ye de ama no Dubai ye be page mu e de free to medians na no echi no de aka no ato aso e de ama wa hu ana
mama ha
okay
kaminshia no
yo yanko
ye enti number ni nie every Monday Monday nkwa Ghana ma betima bi
yes
every Monday
kwa pemse
motor delivery service
okay
o mo de bebro what I say enti fa 2 3 ana time bi afoma no pa 8 e kode
na my ready
sana jo be 10 ho ba bi awa be dade o from mo de bebro enti number ni 055 927 52 79 first one on 055 927 52 79 second one here 055 370 52 26 055 370 52 26 nti me so obi anya dey
obi a keep his number
okay what I say eh fast enye de nti a ye di we aba kroma ne say ye mpese wo pade over 2 hours 3 hours na my na particularly say comedy wa na unjai
wa mama ka ma dem na mi osuku na aja ye wi me da ho na masoma form ni zo onkoto ade me sa na o kofi de kaska nso na de o ko na o kaska nso de ka kire me me dwele wi me da ho 2 hours na akwan ba ni asoma obi udi me 5 da
Akwaaba be nsia
me wura mo do mo go bi sa mo sa akwa na ko i okọ so me se me osunya bisim man ka he oba na ne ki be di mi o
onso didi say
2 weeks na o mi
akwa sitri we tey ara hu sem ni nti de tie no enen nsem no do so but ma me ncha cheme lion me do ncha kadada o tutatu on tutatu adwuma fo ni nyina na bola ne mic mo ma me ncha obi o ho bia good ncha secretary no sit pe
the ncha Benito Foley so be agent zero
Benito Foley nkomo no nso me gu so me toto ho no ma get back zero me cha no adwuma fo nyina na me fantum Yansha se na nkomo dos
yanko
ovi ana Premier League matches e ba so ba se de nyina ye nim no Arsenal ne Man City e mu bi because e china 4:30
nyentweti cup no
ovi Carabao Cup final na the first trophy of the season nti say it's going to be intense particularly the BCBA no there will be a whole lot of talks around it
okay
so Arsenal because Arsenal in a quest for all the trophies this season. Now, there is a famous rhetoric say, Arsenal for the debut about 2 chance. And this one James Wa.
Yes,
Champions League ne FA Cup ne other competitions are man for believe wa Arsenal will be dented.
Okay.
But then going to this game, Arsenal hopes was throw because just as a new man call as smooth for them in a Champions League, in the last 14 games in all competitions, Arsenal are unbeaten. That is the strength of the team that Man City will be facing.
Okay. And
what you compare Man City there, you understand. Say in the last 3 games, City are yet to win a single game. So momentum crano a new almost side even in the last 3. Now, Arsenal and Man City are can no. Gone are the days Teta call Arsenal for Man City mission the first half 3-0. After no the ball need agro. Now in the last 6 meetings between Arsenal and Man City, Arsenal are unbeaten. Man City team win back okra. So that tells everybody say eney Arsenal and Man City here boy. Arsenal are rather the favorites than Man City. And you name 2 teams or mun putting it up. In fact, I did Akwaaba Sunday game will be very interesting. They say, say since 1978, they say 66 years in year. And I hear about Carabao Cup, the top 2 teams in the Premier League, so many final. Said the other first, 66 years.
66.
Good.
Wow.
So said there be a cup final, say highly contesting, and competitive. No, we expect even this one to be more and interesting because again, Wembley Stadium, neutral grounds. Now. And for the history of this competition, there doesn't favor Arsenal because history says since 1987 and 93, Arsenal waje Carabao Cup ni 2 pay. Yes, Pep Guardiola and Kwaje 4.
Since
yes, in fact the last 3 finals.
Okay.
Richmond Fatos no more had it. The last 3 finals, no. In fact, Arsenal lose ni and the last one 2018 Man City in the share no. The last 3 finals ni.
Wow. Arsenal
lose ni and you look at Arsenal record. Now the share Carabao Cup history now. Kofi in favor more. But it looks as if say this year said the okwaso no empire unshira million so no as a Arsenal destiny season ye. Enti nioma bebre betima tene being the Champions League Arsenal NGB da on betima G this season. Being the Premier League omo akọ since 2003 Arsenal betima agenda this time round. Being it the famous treble, Arsenal was chance. Carabao Cup, say the last time call final that was 2018, right? Man City in a show, and it tells you, say, history ne came favor almost, but season way, Arsenal are a very different team. But then 2 managers, you know, Kofi, a lot of things NSC expected from them because 1, people do not trust Arteta. And in the first final of the season, you know, and Crawford be ready to bet me aye. No, they are judging. And it could be detrimental to the other games in one enemy. No. Let's be very frank. Okay. Pep Guardiola last season more controversial kakra. Last season Man City one jehe. Because last season FA Cup Crystal Palace. And the League Cup Newcastle. And the League Arsenal. Hey, Jesus, Man City. And Champions League. Last year 25. PSG.
Yes.
Man jehe. And see, Man City this season. Pep Guardiola Champions League were free mo. Remember? League Arsenal winning 9 points. The FA Cup, yes, but they were quarterfinals. And as at now, there, a very possible chance on also be winning title. Because among trophies at the end of the season or the cassette in BC. But so Beckham trophyless 2 consecutive seasons that will be huge, right? And the Pep Guardiola and say, yeah, where there also work to prove.
Okay.
So all these factors makes the Premier League very, very interesting. Maka this year looking like Arsenal here, but a lot of the times if I standing their way, Man City in the league, in as well say 9 points, you know. Team are all standing Arsenal way, preventing Arsenal from managing league. Man City. Now in the Carabao Cup we are talking about what team? Man City. Not just Man City. In the FA Cup, potentially Arsenal, Man City, bet many date. And the Man City were a lot of quests this year. Arsenal destiny, no. And it starts from now. So Arsenal for the better, so that be this time round here. Because so already 2 teams in one. Ball or mobile in recent time. Arsenal team ne function all round, department by department, defensively, or midfield and offensively. And you look at Arsenal's team. When you say name no cause in recent time your crest form no and what they say Erling Haaland. And they Arsenal attack when I know Eze form. Now Eze is playing as number 10. As Man City players they struggle to get goals with the exception of maybe Semenyo. Arsenal now Eze is scoring, firing. Your crest is scoring and their goals are coming from all angles, right? So and no number and they this time around Arsenal looking as the side that look to dominate. Again, Arsenal set piece strength no. In as much as Man City war and what didn't fall like Ruben Diaz and get him Erling Haaland num nyina timi de be defend corner ne ade. But the way Arsenal for ball mo corner ne de.
Anodin.
And all these things comes into the advantage of Arsenal, right? Now, I would love to watch the Haaland Saliba Magalhaes battle once again. And as first leg, you know, in the league, me come once and say there be Haaland is a player. Now problems are Haaland finding himself in say when he's playing against the bulky and strike defenders no one who didn't know. I know up say or then who didn't mum esisi omo. And Ebasa no so almost penesa because the more they wrestle you, won't even find a way to score. But Haaland aside na who didn't know or one, ade bakwe she goes by intelligence. And the last time I was saying say Haaland be na just obe go for those kind of intelligent movement. Add dash for space here. Obe she easy go without say obe you so ahoden bebrebe. Obe exerted too much energy. And I think that was against Liverpool also. Haaland koshes agu no. So you look at Erling Haaland against Man City. Erling Haaland against Liverpool ne Arsenal no. That was against Arsenal in the first leg. Haaland she go. And sana ese obono. But so na dwe so de ahoden esoro for more, he will find himself wanting. And then no be na Debia Magalhaes, Rudiger no so open na ho de no be intended to frustrate you. But so what added the intelligence. Now fe what they find a way out of it. But regardless, go game way there. It is Arsenal's game to lose. In the first cup we Sunday, I'm expecting Arsenal to lift the trophy.
Okay.
Now the Premier League. Everton were held against Chelsea. How many Chelsea nebo? Now in fact, Chelsea they say I'm the 6. I'm 48 points.
Yeah.
Now, and then I'm a chance to close the tight the top 4 chance, no? Because now that I'm the 6, no, it looks as if you don't take care. Chelsea, you do no, I'm so second. Come be you opponent free, right? Yeah. Mathematically, they say mathematically I'm the 6.
Is that my subtraction here?
Fraction numerator need the numerator need division.
Yeah.
Shift the Rebecca say and then plus minus multivite multiplication that but go now Chelsea in fact in the last 3 games they've lost all the 3 and those 3 disappointing games now Akoso PSG 5-2 first leg. Wabetena fia lusu Newcastle. And wasan betena fia ma PSG abebone 3. To the level say Drew baby with less than 1 hour played France ni Kofi. And ebi krada was stadium. So now say Chelsea phone to me react positively. This is Everton. Chelsea are only 2 places up above Everton. So a typical Everton at last 2 seasons they are now all, you know. This time around under Moyes, who truly understand the team. On a good day they can hurt you because the lives of Dwight McNeil, Dewsbury Hall, Abrante Ndiaye, Idrissa Gana Guy, Elman Ndiaye, Beto. On a good day, yes, Lewis Shepra, but this player bet me cause a problem among a chilo pick for Dagopos, right? Mikalenko, or Michael Keane. And see, when you look at this Everton side, you understand, say, Omunye easy, sir. So Chelsea will have to be careful because also when they might be closing the point gap between Omni Chelsea. I think everybody 2. So Chelsea should know the opponent that they are playing against. And when you are losing games, and more opponents, confidence are beatable. And the Chelsea will have to deal with that because here they can send Everton Stadium and your team here the team call cover win. And the easy, sir.
Okay.
Means what I say? And easy, sir, for Chelsea. Now going into this game, yes, the good news is that Malo Gusto was ill in the PSG game, but still Chalobah injured, right? And yet Chalobah nkwa. I don't think Levi Kowa will start this game, but gradually he's getting back to full fitness.
Okay,
but middle Rich James Suye injured. Still, I think Chelsea beat parody a very solid squad. The last time, team no, and they Kukureya will be back. as the league they say they need Robert Sanchez impose. So Fofana Bebo, Jarrell had to be playing time, Jose Champo, Andre Santos, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Joao Pedro Neto, Kopama. So potentially Chelsea lineup on a good day we expect Chelsea to win. But looking at Chelsea's recent performance at the end of the day, I think the sure and the guaranteed prediction from this game kuta low risk there over 1.5.
Okay.
Said the bear say Everton share Chelsea and Chelsea share Everton tia what I say one thing or share back council and so no the last time was a guy who was asking me about Chelsea said Chelsea coach there on yard and I'm so there be Chelsea coach won't be fan share on yard because Chelsea coach on the level I want a Strasbourg and all born the boss said you Timmy Bono or young crown coach. One now said we young crown project and walk of crown coach aba. And he said group 24 tournament which is Champions League all those G League now. There be on Timmy Mouse a results now open consist there be. As players they learning on the job, no. The coach is also learning on the job. Why they try na 3-8-3 no? Why
Paris.
Coach need to say
Luis Enrique.
Ni tipe no. Aha, nti eduru animu ho no a amanfo ahye heavyweights na. Oh problem. Particularly so players no so also what take you for future. Nti the chances project no. Kofi, enye project ya odu wani beto league so say. Project ya odu wani beto Champions League so say. There be ebi abetime nya cap nkiti bi now they are sere now they born one samrane but to be that competitive. I tell you, Mr. Barcelona akra we academy project no. Yemfa nkwala nyi Champions League o.
Derby.
Kofi, answer na Barcelona je sa champion. No, mia 2006, 2010, 2012, 2015 omumia. Generation ni gu ya na omo se afi na omo tete la mi ya ma anum ne nkra na eba no. 10 years. Omo Champions League.
No.
10 years. And this also better tete nkra. And we say 10 years. I tell you, that ben nkra ne benyini.
How quicker?
Chelsea for the move from other matches. You see, they tell Chelsea when you say Boa Momutimi close gas. No, who say Aston Villa, Obebo,
yes,
and Villa boy against West Ham United. Villa in the last 4 games were lose 3. No, about draw 1 in the Premier League up to 1 point of the last 12.
Wow,
and in Villa now on a Chelsea point gap there only 3. 51 points no more. So I can't crave no more free top phone. What I say? So we are Chelsea near there. So one game near just to make sure so they will be wrapped up for them for the Champions League next season. Now look at something. And they Villa team now on any near West Ham. West Ham see you Manchester United.
Yes.
You know Manchester City. These teams inside the top 4. But West Ham on person very right. And West Ham don't be because West Ham, Newcastle. Nottingham Forest no teams are hugely threatened by relegation. And to one neighbor who giving also potentially in as much as Villa and no more Villa will have to be very careful at home. What I say? So we shy wow, not only for Chelsea, Liverpool and Brighton neighbor tricky game because Liverpool born still on and off. And here they showed up very good against Galatasaray. But can we trust them in the subsequent games in the because say bibia function proper you will see Shobos like very important player for Liverpool or she goals or creative chances vet says Ekitike scoring the goals Mo Salah scoring as well but a typical Liverpool bet me and show up to set this season and then every single 2 months and work it because I say Liverpool so they be a Liverpool game are tricky now they are playing against Brighton. Brighton bo woni fie. Yes, Brighton historically omo stubborn side. Omo ha adwen pa. But this season omo nya too much.
Okay.
But then they are playing at the Amex. So it's a game that I think to be safe, Liverpool or draw will save you. Yes. But who's take neck out, say Liverpool very near. That would be too much of a risk, honestly. Honor. Now, I think the Premier League need the enco for interest and the bobo so now. You see other leagues, Kofi, just like the German Bundesliga, and they Makacho say Bayern, any Dortmund, 9 points gap na Bayern Diama Dortmund. Na Bayern for no third no more train work and looking at the way I Bayern for looking at the way I Bayern for na ball no. In fact, na who said this season, no, they be what rhetoric be use competition nim league, you know. And see, we only hope say may show up on a good day and win. So based on that Bayern ne Union Berlin, no, we expect Bayern to win. Now say Bayern now or that top near what it means they say for Dortmund that is chasing, particularly playing at home against Hamburger SV, we expect Dortmund to also win and make sure so we close gap. No? So it's a season that I'm expecting Bayern to win, Dortmund to also win. Okay. Oh, now Serie A, AC Milan, about Torino, stubborn match. You see. Where us anymore Abeka say but in the last 5 games Torino are winning 2, AC Milan are winning 2, but quiet draw.
Last 5. No?
Yes. Was it Torino to win? Yeah. And a very historical club in the Serie A. They be also and so hard. So yes, on a good day you expect AC Milan who are mounting a title challenge. Now Napoli win and against Cagliari. I'm on my AC Milan 62 points, right? Until now, AC Milan about 3rd. AC Milan switch Chelsea Inter for the title. So, and with that, we expect AC Milan to win. What I say, but then win or draw is much safer.
AC Milan.
Good. Oh, Honum. You be able Fiorentina away. But then on man mounting up a very serious defense. Now league, you know, you about I think around 29 matches.
Yeah.
So the Inter Milan team in himself, even though they are leading by 6 points, and enough. So with that, I'm trusting Inter some exert or more quality to make sure say winning game way. And cheap. But looking at what sustain because what the new man did by the time you realize no league now so opponent and we invite you back. I'm a pressure and I start mounted good. Yes, Roma. Everybody Lecce. Roma bo fie. Omo form anya kra. But there's only one thing I am trusting Roma. Roma are now in the Conference League, right? Almost 51 points. And to fight for the Champions League, you know, they'll have to win this game against Lecce. And at home, on a good day, this Gasperini coach, I think say will not lose. So Roma home or drawn. So Atalanta so far, but we'll fear against the last Verona. Based on that, I think we'll have to go Atalanta home double chance, right? Okay. Now, Yanko Spain. Ovi, Sunday, Barcelona are playing against one of the most stubborn sides in the Spanish La Liga, Rayo Vallecano. Now, to understand this Rayo team, how stubborn they are, Barcelona ebe Kofi, this season, particularly so Madrid call went to show. Barcelona went to show. And this team is very stubborn, particularly playing against the bigger opponents in the league. And Tinanu ya unim say Atletico Madrid call Atletico Madrid 3-0. And the Rayo team, in fact, San Omobo against every team. So what show Omo Krana you suffer because they be American. So Omo team no kuta solid attack. Isi Palazon, Unai Lopez, Alvaro Garcia. In fact, so share Omo team no Omo share Eddie Ato Honua, the Frutos. Omo ha again papa. Particularly with Vallecas, even at home. And when you are playing against a side like this, and so what they are capable of. So would the agra omobe sanchene agunkwam and good sana right for no. So it's a side that when you are playing against them, Kofi ohun told that just a wabowie and then results now open on set team yaka. Now Barcelona bebo against them a right? Yeah. And we are talking of a side that unim say right for the month for mu omo Conference League omo Europe omo Europe
Conference League
yes unim say in the last 8 matches omo lose 1 and when you are playing against a side like this Kofi we say we are careful now ade back one Barcelona here from this game pan say 4 points gap net them no at least and say Madrid catch up. Even before say Clasico and say Madrid catch up. So with that, and then Sunday, Barcelona have to win and go 7 points clear because Barca bebo before Real Madrid. And with this, Maka say Adie Bako mommy hope in this current Barcelona team so much, home record no, because at the Spotify Camp Nou, Kofi they say Omako 13 games, 13 wins. And they don't just win you. Show be good. Now no mention Newcastle 7-2 in a Champions League.
Yeah.
So further a boost your more confidence, right? Say game we ankasa a game are not. Now with this, I think say any problems are not Ferran Torres or say chances. Rafinha, Lewandowski above goals. Rafinha above goals. Lamine Yamal so in the league is playing very very well. And then you talk of even Femi Lopez, Wabeye one important player or contribute to a lot of goals. So with that, I think Barcelona have a lot of scoring power, firepower, and then Spotify can no Wabeye intimidating. Because my catch was a radio phone if you honor. Almost stadium no. Actually, on nipa ntana ho. Obi kwa tene dem no hwe ball or more. So over atmosphere neighbors one of our crowd BM to the level say it me for nipa 60,000 or more. So abeye intimidating aside the good performance now. So with that, I think said Real Madrid Bernabeu stay went to survive. They lost 2-1. Barcelona are going to win this one. Now, you see, said Yamaka Barcelona asem no. Kofi. Already they will play before Real Madrid. Now Sunday, Madrid derby, Real Madrid near Atletico Madrid, Bernabeu Stadium. Inti Sebasa Boye na Barcelona 7 points clear ahead of Real Madrid. It increased the pressure because Madrid and Timian close points and back to 4. Any single thing apart from some Mary, Kofi, a huge problem for them in their quest of the title challenge.
Yeah.
Now, in fact, Real Madrid ne Atletico Madrid no. Interestingly, na man for Atletico Madrid form. No more they are judging.
Okay.
But just as I stated in the first leg, Madrid call Atletico Madrid fee no. This Madrid derby, Atletico Madrid almost bought with Omonkwa. And team be able show omo pay, but Madrid. So it tells you how I'm approaching games like this. Yes, and can form wise, form guided here. Atletico Madrid in the league, wouldn't say away from in your crowd. In the last 13 games, I'm not winning 4 per away. And to away, I want to win it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Atletico Madrid this season, said I'm a catch on. I went a Rayo Shen and I know training.
Yeah.
When he said Tottenham of 4 teams, Atletico Madrid at Tottenham or Kwaway Tottenham.
Yes, Tottenham
3-2. And when it comes to Atletico Madrid, away from and yet, but again, this game goes beyond form. It is about the readiness, preparedness here to face each other because there's so much at stake on and off the field. They be almost here.
Okay.
Now first leg, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid 5-2. And not just an normal form you. Subsequently, now that teams is show almost and people were wondering, and you women Real Madrid 5-2 and sa no more tier. Yaka send away from when him said the last 3 away visits. So about Real Madrid fee Bernabeu abebo match. Madrid they win be. Bernabeu Stadium the last 3 ni a draw.
Wow.
E bia so 1-1, 1-1, 1-1 in the league. So it tells you so when it comes to this Madrid derby, a very cagey and a huge encounter. Okay. And both sides in every face, Yes. Madrid then a very good run of form in the last 4 games. But what is the reality? The reality is that Man City's win in the Champions League, a hugely different from Real Madrid performance or than in the league. In the league, Madrid are not consistent. In the last 4 games, Oma lose 2, Oma winning 2, right?
Yeah.
And yes, when you 4 straight wins in a very good run of form, in terms of team spirit in Ibibia. But in the league, Celta Vigo game, no, they take last minute deflection. Fedi Valverde, na bo ne koto atene mebo.
Yeah.
Na Madrid team they win here. We also how difficult that game was for Madrid. Bernabeu. After that, Madrid won. It was against Team Odanenti Ware Eche. And Madrid are not that much convincing in the league as expected. And yes, they are. And Kebi and confirm because Madrid formally jaya but the reality is different from statistics. And it's a game where Madrid have to approach it very serious. Now look at something. Going to this game, Courtois injured. And Madrid have to rely on Lunin. Yes, Lunin actually So your capable hands are in the absence of Courtois. Only any other choice of a second goalkeeper abejina than or no. Because what team up that the Madrid are Champions League final or we in free mark Courtois be them. Mebwa. Okay. In as much as what say you good said the mark nyina. Kofi. Saves are Courtois be en luni ntimi. So a honor there is a problem. Now, the good news for Madrid with regards to team news, yes, Kylian Mbappe is back. And according to annual videos, training pictures, he was fully and actively training. He's 100% fit, said the year when he and reports, Bacha said he will start Miami against Atletico Madrid. And it is good for Real Madrid. In as much as a recent game, Madrid I try to make sure, say, Ombe you see the front row of Vinicius, Fede Valverde, any Abranti and Dean. Ed Ibrahim Diaz no Covid ago Abrante and the Kylian Mbappe bar he will offer you more than the Ibrahim Diaz the amount and this is Atletico Madrid, so you need a player like Kylian Mbappe Covid ago obetimi score from every angle I obetimi wow in the quest of person winning game we are again the personality that he comes with and the quality that he possesses. So Mbappe being back on Vinicius, I think this is something positive for Real Madrid. But then Atletico Madrid Kofi in as much as say disappointing team no there is one thing that Atletico Madrid this season year for sure and everybody should be aware of goals papa match be almost goal until you are playing against a side that has Julian Alvarez, Alexander Soloth, Ademola Lookman,
Antoine
Griezmann. Some players Kofi goal machines until when you are playing against a side like this if you don't put up your A game, you don't stand a chance. So with this, I will not be deceived. I think, sir, don't be carried away by some Madrid Madrid double chance to be safe.
Okay.
Now, Kofi, I think that matches preview no. Yeah, hey enough. Yeah. Na me the England call up nearby. Because na England ko bomb matches here. Kofi, they say no. Scouting report yesterday they man Ghana for because in England match. You hear how many points?
You hear 4 points, 3 points to come from more.
Who has
3 points?
Can you be me say that?
Oh, yeah, 3 points.
In England match no has
3 points.
Oh, adibu how be ya na nyame buafu.
Oh, ni bu pusen.
Me kai me ni nua ba ko na ye ko wash good. And ye bom pa ye na say rade man mo £1. Dig and wash you. Osinya mbubefu. Yenka 1 blade that 2 blades. One day no open be 200 million. Nyambubefu. Yeah, so. Eti Kofi Mr. per 1 point to be. Now, let's be serious. England call up Aba for more friendlies and also preparations towards the World Cup because our many teams beat to say Ghana.
Group back me.
Now I've looked at our team no, particularly goalkeeping. Pickford is still in post, right? Until the experienced son of Jordan Pickford was friend. Now I'm who James Trafford. So Man City say, and Dean Henderson. Honestly, very good. But Frey runs there. Okay. Now the defense, no, Kofi, Harry Maguire, back, and as we all expected, Manchester United form ni bibia and Maguire in this English national team no on your player when you call up or you important Mr. Maguire so am you crosser so no see the team bomb nehu right and again on sign how Maguire on sign forget about no red card on sign. I was looking at our team no when him say Valentino Livramento Newcastle when you call up again I'm afraid Jarrell Kwanzaa Ghana nipa o Kwanzaa obo England but when then Jarrell Kwanzaa omo frɛ no omo frɛ Tottenham Jet Spence okay yamfa defense into ho oba mfini a Kofi ofrɛ Jude Bellingham next we believe say Bellingham be fit in time for the friendly matches no Declan Rice mo dey some dey a problem a Otuado we find solution say dey obetimi asoma but ofrɛ Kobe Mainoo now again another Ghanaian in quotes but then Kobe Mainoo is back in this English national team talks about Enei Michael Carrick ebefa Manchester United how important Kobe Mainoo are playing time awanya and ade ba kwa me can once and consistently ne say Kobe Mainoo be san anya the chances say or call Euros or call World Cup or Euros
no.
Ekobo obi ni ade no. This time around potentially so obeko World Cup and I started with her for them to prove. Now this call up now Thomas Tuchel no. Ade ba kwa mami ni asem ka wo ho ne say almost every important game I know here in the place they are not the stadium. Only that no Chelsea match in the PSG class not. We have a lot of matches. Inti majority of the players no or first hand experience. In as far as no mo aye adwuma no onimo bia current state. Attack players ni bi of course Hurricane dey team right? But Fred Foden. Fred Foden, and we have to talk about that because when the Foden form and then consistent that people felt say I'm our own friend. Fred Foden will attack. And they Ghana problems no e very easy. Eze so abeka ho into to adway e se hu kwa abefa so awodi eze nso ansem be ko buku nim
oh ne nyina wa twara
ana ebe ya maduro
oh da be ya
tactically ebetimi yo eze hu se ye duro na ekobo match ne ye be ya maduro ye be chechire omo covid ana mala mo no majai
e se enye nuro ya bebe no mbe hu ba se o me ya o me kan
so amade dia ai brebe fa homa o ene credo na wa twetwero
mo no makatu
kobi menu ano da bi de ba ku bi no omo chechire bia ene takra
no mo de panie
atwetwere ndi ye be chechire ayi Hurricane ne nine nifa no ya chechire
Declan
Rice onu se yanje
Jude am say onu se yanje
ya chechire
wa ba ha
dwen no form nye ana mo yenya bi ya chechire no right
yeah
anaya mpeze wo ze tatis na be bo na chechire
e chechire om ne fa tatis nka
yenso mfam face
and ye hu se ni ewi o ma ni ewi mpreko
because as a ye neutralize physically enye ye
David yes sir
you Hurricane don't chechire this
utie di ni kan ba ya
ye mesho
no magua o kan se ball be ba no
me say
on na kwachina
ye defense
on na kwachina
SM na kwachina o
oh betino yes that wait me ya fa ba
eze ko pa ma hunye hu
why
ana
o jina nchiro na se box na chi wo no was
obeba she wa friend Marcus Rashford and ade ba kwa me happy about that and so Rashford no olusu ne English national team status na form ni bibia but ko Barcelona no obekaya me first argument is one fair chance to fight for a spot or World Cup and I started by disqualified unse we no lose more of a provisional spot to the World Cup
yes
even though any World Cup call up no by a provisional because okwayire won ho a root wudin because Thomas Tuchel he's a demanding coach who reward players based on merit and the whole the man na be kire say what prove ono na so dene and this one prove no ka so on kwa Thomas
and yes out to we woni Bellingham enya issue
so nim o ka so on kwa call up we as Morgan Rogers ni mana wapra sa kwanso yen chichire yen chichire no onim kura ye be chichire no ka say say Bukayo Saka so ha
ze Bukayo de bedu ano nya dare anti ono
Saka de nya no nti Kofi yen pe kwan ya did this English national team me online am say
we a professional squad
55 but then Kofi ye be face am
oh yeah
ye be chichire coach na
coach yes
I go find mpaboa
coach abem we yen say na adwe
so go find mpaboa no we just still free Kofi Kroma
enzemo ho
enti mo sa de na ebe ye adwuma obo ni ma na enye adwuma Kofi bi
na ebe da tra program park o US o
awade boso no de mo se ndi enye
yes nya mebam
ndi half one am chichiri team no mo boa
why oh jai
late chairman o de bo betu so sesi
guys about
you got to be the boa to so as aha ona ma so no
captain in the corner no say chairman but say hey ene me numi ejise bakuwa
inti ko fita wo England call up na ba Ghana so ye hwem e say ye hunahuna omo ye omo ni ehun say ye monitor the omo ye nyina omo ins and outs e say ye be as ye send scouts crack omo
oh yes
scouts dey no dey beba
oh ni onye go jisi ni
why ni dey dey ko e say the scouts ko fezi omo
ye
analyze omo team ni neutralize
like say aduma ye de man
yeah
like instead obetime say obetime
na Jesse Nabo
yeah aba
what cap Jesse Nabo
yeah aba
enra medical to Facebook say I don't think in recent time Jesse ni nyina away na yellow na first and white
yellow na first
no crap an say yeah ne mali
yellow no say makwala sambo no bi na dam ana white na kokwa nansi
na kokwa nansi de Ghana ye ntekuma ana say many
ga mo say cat be say ye start ball na England for no ye homo se kwakwa na so ba koye mwadwe so mkope kwakwa na nsi na se kire o ne be ba nsi na ball ne da
sana ket kai
ai ne dem
bo na dwane je GFA president sana wa kai bo na dwane je GFA president
oh
Ose bona ye bo. Ko pa mo ko so mo ko hwe kwakwa na.
Ko na nsa chire.
O meba no.
Mo ba na bon da net ni.
GFA president de le win the comedy.
Okay. What you da say?
Ye ba fie so aye wie ye. Ye say o mampanyini nua.
Ibrahim Hama.
Uni say $5 million e to plane ni biem. Scanner wadon. Hey, na mo ska o. Kofi. E to plane. E to lu plane.
E to lu plane. Say the nipa mienu betima fa.
Na wo gina ho. Dabi. Etimi to normal private jet e fa nipa be 6 ni 8. Betima dem adwale wo wiem.
Is it was it $5 million?
Na wo gina ho na wo say
$5 million.
Ye man ko wake up.
Yeah.
Kofi. We dey Ghana obi amu ana nyoma no. One district, one factory. I say one district be a for because scan doors. When you me calculation, Stone boy 100,000 it me for nipa 10. Yeah. Shatawale the for nipa 10. Into a mummy and nyina na for nipa 20. Never pop out. Ada a year ever. Na Muhammad the same my
presidents. We go no and 120 there.
Go no $5 million. Cheddar on by uncle.
State fund.
Yeah, grow, massa. Cheddar way.
Cheddar. What am I going to now?
We take pictures in here near Makwe on what they say.
What?
Mon fa yanko. Mona mom nyina mo fa $2 million singugu bonsianum.
What is that? Me say nipa 200 bia be $2 million.
Nipa ye di ombe aba Trump ye be shero. Wa ha first base award be ha. Serious
you Mate ye da say until they be feel no.
Actually no they say. Bibi actually the you wanna hano Magda on fire
Magda say so dey eko
despite UTV my on fire nko I don't go my on fire nko Kofi
kebu so kojo
data be tell data go you for on fire nko yet it you say wahala Kofi go so wa Mr. Bonaso wa
Bonaso Osimeko
sa Osimeko
wonko tena o oni mani ni asum ye odi ato odi ti ozisi ana
Osimeko wa frame sisi asonko
yo Mate yada se eno aye Hussein Adam Zena otene ka se amana ni nsem no wede ne kirem ACIEC yede fisem kakra na awoto ade amanti ye betesi fie na fisem no yabomodiam ade da kan nya so ye wia ye besa babiem na yesin konya ne de se wote no wetimi atipia ha Akwaaba radio 98.1 no so we Akwaaba sports preview ana no pi yade ma bram na befa code no sisi eno WSBet no bra code no ewo sisi bra Facebook o mo amobisa no bra Facebook o ana face wo WhatsApp group no ma ana so yade atum bra sisi na befa na osukutwa na otwa obedi ososo no ewo soro esewtwa no kuma bia obedi omo ososo no so nti farmers no gakre bia na osika no ekwanim ti bomo de mefa no sisi na oso na kutwa serebia ebe wie no na oso nyesika e de agu botum ano WSBet channel so sample obetimi aba sisi na oso otimi aba fa wode na ne omasa timi akoso kama etimi dem aha Akwaaba radio 98.1 channel so say Akwaaba sports preview na edi ebe na yenkwe na yenkonyi messages ni bi emfro na yeba ya twaso edi amount ene anopi ewa Akwaaba radio 98.1 pina na isi ewa asim na yenkwe was a good morning Kofi live from Libya way from Adama Mohammed message out of free Libya at the Ebaye also it was a good morning was a Kofi and Akwaaba Sports was a the show is airborne live here at Wasa Akropon was a greeting to Bronzy at Takwa more update from FC Barcelona Priest was a from William Boate Ajmai Uli yada sanopi say what the message no Eddie free Wasa Akropon Eddie Abba and anopi Eddie Amai was a good morning guys we a friend was a friend of Bayota Kofi message what aba was watching you live from Italy Napoli we I said Paul on this message what the aba and anopi is the amount apreku and the by Facebook was see ya post code nato corner cofa see na kutwa na onye twankwa da obedi enom I WSBet a bet company aba is your music and also so was watching the show live from Brukum Kutenam 1 was another day to remind you that Barcelona trashed the Newcastle United by 7 goals to 2. Listen to my mom Amabadu the Yamsela Aje Kadabrada Mark Lily Alenge and all Kutenam 1 community members from Great Mugabe the messenger or the Abba and Anopi and also yetimi a year from. What's it good morning? Watch you live from Sunyane. What's say your friend Danny okay Garo Skies. Okay, Danny Yedasi Seminyo Dinia. What's say good morning Brakofi. Was I greet you all and your team. Was say God bless you. God bless you and your team. Was I'm watching you live from Biadan. Was say your friend Akukwe okay you Yedasi say also the message you know. Eddie Abai, Yamfa Hasina, Yerem side with the night, Uncle Hasidi and Somera Yeba, Yabetwa, so Eddie Amaha, Ayakwaba Radio 98 was channel, so Ayakwaba Sports Preview. Memendadie, and the demand, no do no buy PJM per channel, so say MKB, 1 any 10 minutes in Konya, now Masadian say, Amada Twaso, Shisha Sam Kitokra. Now, what's it good morning, Kofi? Live from inside Accra. We what's a Kotoko match win tomorrow's match. Watching you live inside Pick Farm Accra. Kofi Ajima Black Man. What's it good morning, champion Kofi Tago? What's it we are on a form this season, so no team should challenge the Ghanaians. Watching the show live from Libya, Tripoli. We are Eric Asantijan. The message out there about you. We'll be on challenge him. Timonia on a boy. China, you both be on the Buhundi Besi. Oh, Wambri, Nti China say, Nentrati Capno, Yakope, baby, they are to Serbia. Yabobo and home at 12 for next season. T Capno, the league in India. Just a baby BSC. Mamulu Subet 3 matches to Wasona, a Diamond City, Yakofam. Was a good morning, Brakofi. Was a it's your boy, for kids. Limp up was watching the show live from Wenchi. Was he keep the fire burning? Was he listening to my lovely mom, Teresa? Wish what the Madrid win? Madrid La Liga and the UEFA Champions League. Hala Madrid, okay, yeah, that's it. We are a prince. Upukuni messenger or the Abba. Was it still glory Manchester United? Thanks to the referee, yeah, that's we are still Beam Nation, the messenger, what the Abba. What's a good morning, Black Coffee? Watching the show live from the Black Babalu Salon Software. Was Black Coffee? I am moving from shop. I'm moving my shop from the there. I saw one for software to Shalom. Okay, Shalom. Hey. So okay, what am I from? What's that? Let's come Madrid know how to pray when they meet Madrid. You, yeah, that's it. Ado Evans, the kind of one other source with you. Why? What's it? Good morning. What you love from Manso Dantano? I want to see if you was see a friend of Kwame Mauli Benjamin. The message I want so Eddie Abba and an opinion. Na yanko 5 feet seminal, Emra. Na a few summer day Eban, Shannon, so Ghana man penny his and say John Dramani Mahama. Enwa, Omukusha, and then Semini Nano, Nina for walk up, I see, Ebecoso, our Mexico, Canada, years of E. Ayadea, SC the supporters say echo. Now also cultural support at the Emma or mine. Now, Jumedian National FA president, Raketo Kopimo, our Jumedian. Now, before say, ye the president's speech in Babano. Yankwe, na FA president, Nensama de Tuja, Abra is on Yakonya, Noko Kasaye. Now, they are today Mudu at the Magana Mampini. Sir Ghana Mampini Bayano, or Bon Papa, Ama is Ghana, domestic league, aye bueno, claps on it, Maniska. And I face the Division 1, so I'm going to be a home. Was the president, Abrana is over Praconia Sebo, the Bateman has a Bosch and is Washington, and he see Udisino, and just today Mudu, and he see what the Magana Mampini, his excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, was Walker, Biana Ghana Mampini, Sempo Senza, Ghana, you got qualifies, and my dream, Nagana Mampini back camp, bad training, Becca such a boy, you know, and ya dear Ghana, apart from any matches a bueno, matches to be a Bobby, say, when you piano, Calf and if Fancy Sabiano, was in your match, bench be no, say Ghana, Etimia Lusu, and Tinino, I asked that, what the Ghana Mampini, we are a GFA president, Raketo Kreku.
I am very humbled to be here tonight to speak to Ghana, to seek the support of Ghana for our darling Black Star. Your Excellency, I'll start off by saying thank you to your good self for your avowed commitment to football and sports in our country. I remember in the period leading to your re-election, you did make firm promise to support sports. Post-elections, I think the evidence is there for all of us to see. What do I mean by evidence? The sports fund has been set up. Thank you. You also led the charge for corporate Ghana to support our Ghana Premier League. Thank you. Your Excellency, because without domestic football, we will not be here. Without domestic football, without our Division 1 League, without our GPL, we will not be here. So you supporting domestic football for me is so dear to my heart, for which reason I'll forever be grateful. So 2018, Ghana could not make it to the Mundial. 2022, despite all the challenges, we made it. And we did not make it in Ghana, we made it in Abuja. 4 years down the line, we are back again to the world stage. A stage for the creme de la creme of world football. We should be proud of ourselves as Ghanaians. Because if you have 211 countries in the world competing to be part of the very best, and consecutively Ghana is present, you should be proud. The year 2024 was a very, very challenging year for Ghana football. Fast forward 2025, 2005, we had to start a campaign to qualify Ghana to US, Canada, and Mexico. And I kept thinking, where can I find the magic, the Midas touch? Then out of the blue, Your Excellency popped up during training of the Black Stars. Beyond that visit, the Black Stars have not lost any competitive game. Believe me, maybe you didn't know he has the Midas touch, but today I have confirmed that he has the Midas touch. Because I'm sure His Excellency has not even taken notice that beyond his visit, before we played against Chad, and after that, Ghana has not lost any competitive game. What that means is that the reset agenda has also affected the Black Stars.
We and in some GFA President Uraketo Kreko order to and watchy and or say waka at Ghana man pinini say ekua ono ne die mu as a GFA President no or money our mine na fa banning in a committee boom ne walk up and say etoja Mexico, Canada, South and US of and hobano ebetimi aye ne ye ye se de bia ye kono enya de say e de hu bia what's Ghana ye ne Mexico, Sason and Korea say Germany, Austria bokobo match was em na de twam what say Ghana ne Germany bobo ananka usuro but say de obetimi anka asisu dia say o hwe squad e say coach otoado and am face so pranks away so me de guna komna suro bi enim obi am feel free was say walk up no was yen kujeja ho na countries na is ba ko jam no o money be ba won so mo twa money na goals no na na mo sa.
Your Excellency, the Football Association of which I serve is very much committed to working with your good self and the sector ministry to make sure that our Black Stars get the best of preparations. Indeed, your presence here speaks volumes of your desire for us to be very prepared. The team has lined up a number of games, including a game in Vienna against Austria on the 27th of March. 3 days after, we'll be in Stuttgart against Germany. Few years ago, if you had a fixture like Ghana versus Germany, you'll be afraid. But today, we are very confident that the intangible assets that we have produced over time, the intangible assets that have been put together by Coach Ado and his team will make Ghana proud. We will go into these games and we will, Your Excellency, go into this tournament with our chest up, ready to fight for the strip and ready to change our story. We will not go into this tournament as underdogs. We fear no foe. And believe me, when this team lines up against Panama, against England, and against Croatia, Ghana football will speak. Your Excellency, yesterday in the city of New York, our technical sponsors, Puma, adored a brand new strip for Ghana. So when we line up at the World Cup, you will see a totally new strip. 2 colors, one in white, one in yellow. Now, the underlying theme for the yellow strip is our ever-famous Mokola market. And the underlying theme for the white strip is the Spider-Man, Kuku Anansi. And I'm very sure that during the tourney, our opponents will be looking for Kuku Anansi and will be looking for him, but they'll find Kuku Anansi in their goalpost.
We and in some GFA President Uraketo Kreko wade atuja ewo no adwumede na so ayisi omo ereti sika na sika na yisi ye kope no ye de fans no akopiem ewo US, Mexico, Canada na World Cup no ometimi akope bi na sa adwumede na so no na Ibrahim Ama one ne company no engineer na so bia engineering company no ometimi adonate $5 million say enye bia for now no omo ne headline CC omo sponsor supporters no na ometimi akọ na nyo ono nko ne itimi sika no Tawali etimi donate $100,000 and a face Stone Boy so one so etimi donate $100,000 I see me no kasi what say omonyina eboa so be walk up I see yekoyi no na ombetimi akose kama etimi edama na nra e stage no omienu nyina ebe ka obom ebe ya to ho abra isi Ghana man penyere ka say omomna together e ma sa dwumede no etimi ekose na Stone Boy e kasa no we ene nsema wode eto edwa.
And before I even spoke, the song in the background was well put together under 24 hours by me and an able team of producers. Cost to the tune of at least $20,000, which that has gone. I've taken care of that already, so that is like something present. And then also in terms of the contribution, I think we are all here as Ghanaians, so let's be at par. We're donating $81,000 to make it 101, right? Right? It's just fair. So we have 20 in production and 81 in physical. You know what I'm saying? That makes it well so. Exactly. And then I'm sure that the Minister of Finance will make sure that he sees to that. But I'm happy that that is going to go into tax write-off.
You, we and then some stone boy, Eddie Atuja, and no Ojimede as a Commander Etimi across. Now, Shannon Sugana man paying his excellency John Dramani Mahama, a Kojana stage in a way, and then Koma or the Etuja.
Football is woven into the fabric of our nation. It transcends ethnicity, region, and class, and it unites us in ways that very few things can do. I still remember 2010 vividly, the energy that was in the air, the nation standing still, united in hope as we came within a whisper of gaining world glory. Indeed, those moments were heartbreaking, and I still don't like Suarez since that incident, and I've never wished him well since he did what he did. And they defined a moment of Ghana's football history and glory. Since then, our Black Stars have experienced highs and lows. The disappointment of 2014, the lessons of 2022, and the sobering reality of missing AFCON 2024 for the first time in 2 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, when we took office last year, we made a commitment that sports management in Ghana will be guided by transparency and accountability. In my 2025 State of the Nation address, I announced that the national football budget will be disclosed to the public, a first in our history. Why? Because Ghanaians have the right to know how their resources are being utilized, and corporate partners deserve transparency before they will agree to invest. I commend the Minister for Sports and Recreation for maintaining this standard, but we need to be more consistent in releasing information about how much we spend as a country on our sporting activities. This transparency extends to a difficult but responsible decision we made not to allocate public funds for large-scale travel for supporters to follow our teams abroad. This year's World Cup particularly presents unique challenges in sports mobilization. The tournament is hosted by 3 countries, Canada, Mexico, and the United States, spanning from Central America to North America, with venues in distant cities that can only be reached mainly by air. We understand the passion of our supporters, we feel it too, but at a time when we're investing heavily in job creation through the Big Push program, the 24-hour economy initiative, education, agriculture, and healthcare, we must prioritize national development over discretionary spending. In consonance with the recommendations of the Jamepe Committee report, the government has no plans to allocate public funds for supporters to travel to Canada, the United States, or Mexico to watch the Black Stars or attend the World Cup. The logistical cost of flying, accommodating, and feeding even just 200 supporters to the tournament is staggering. The estimated cost of sponsoring just 200 supporters, that is flights, accommodation, tickets, transportation, and feeding, is estimated at almost $2 million. Therefore, any mobilization of supporters to attend the World Cup must be funded by the private sector. Government will, however, work with the leadership of the Ghanaian diaspora abroad to mobilize Ghanaians residents in the 3 countries to attend and support the Black Stars wherever they may be playing. When I visited the team before the qualifier against Chad, I encouraged them to always remember that wearing the national jersey is a sacred responsibility. I encouraged them to play with dedication, play with their hearts, and make our nation proud. Captain Jordan Ayew assured me then that they would deliver, and yes, they did.
You, we and then some Ghana man penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or the Atuja, and what she and I say, Abana ready. I see TV station bia I saw per right in example, or makes me a walk up, na a bell piano. Or my I ready simple meet me support Nipacro and I face companies I hold or medonity na or my example or me discover bois near your supporters and more call cap, you know. Says donate nay so be no what says I company on your days so be to tax via a free I say or my amount. Now Waka Pina Edia fa walk up I see Minokasi Yako Yankuti Ghana man penny.
To rally the nation, government is leading the efforts to support interested TV stations in acquiring the broadcast rights for the World Cup and bringing the Football Mondial into our homes, our pubs, beer bars, offices across the country. Tonight, therefore, we're joining corporate Ghana, private citizens, and the diaspora to join us on this journey. This is modern-day patriotism and active investment in our national pride. For businesses, this is an opportunity for you to align your brand with one of Africa's most beloved teams, the Black Stars, to demonstrate your corporate citizenship on a global stage and to access unprecedented marketing reach and goodwill. Any sponsorship you give is tax deductible. Tax deductible means that you can add it to your cost. And so when we are calculating your tax, we will not include that as part of your profit. And so you won't pay any tax on any donation you make. And I assure you, every CD contributed will be properly accounted for. Let us demonstrate that when our nation's pride is at stake, we can all rise to the challenge. I believe in the Black Stars, I believe in Ghana, and I believe that together we'll reclaim our rightful place as a force in global football. So go Black Stars, make Ghana proud.
Yo, na we enen sama Ghana man penyine se John Dramani Mahama odi ato jan 7 dollars emfa no NC na yentisim ewo Ghana Premier League channel so week number 26 games no eno ena start here eno Pando Stadium no channel so Pando Heart of Lions any house for Gabo 0-0 and afi Swado Sports Stadium no 11 wonders set na fie any Samates ebo 2-2 ewo ho we any too much sa eno etimi ekọ so na enyambo da wachena games na etwa so 3 PM no Kotoko any Nations FC and ebo Dreams FC any Mediama ebo Basaka Holy Stars any Young Apostles na ebo Sanso and Shannon so Go Stars any Vision FC ebo Bricum Chelsea ebo Edetia Carora United Sanso na Swado All Blacks any Hawa United na ebo and Afibechem United ebo Edetia Adriana FC eno aye games and betimi akoso na say and a league table notices here eno anam say too much is etimi akoso no top order nyade isi nsisa no etimi aba namum changes kakra and I say etimi abroma say and etie media master leading he say watchna oni Dreams FC na ene kopem so Tuba Astro F so 46 points in Equita no the toss me no aye goal start 45 so and has of forgot to toss me ensa ono akra 42 points na fedua na beto so 9 41 points in Equita no and afi kotoko so num 39 points in Equita no Shannon so sample Carara United etoso makamako ansia ono kra 38 points na afi Tamates etoso makamako so 38 points in Equita no Vision FC toso watwe ono so Equita 34 so and Chrono Nations FC 34 points and afi Pando Heart of Lions toso do ono so Equita 34 points home and afi Basaka Holy Stars toso do back 33 points edum yenu no Dreams FC 31 so na do miansano Hawa United 30 points edu 9 Young Apostles 30 so do num Bechem 30 edu Ensiano Swado All Blacks 28 points so edu ensono Bricum Chelsea 28 points na face so do watwe 11 wonders on so kuta 9 points I don't some no ya de amount na Asas Bandits one league no Shannon so zone 1B match day 23 games no say ene eti ewo ho another day 3 PM Bricum Golden City Park no Bricum Arsenal any Doma Unity ene ebo nyambo da wachena games la kan beto so the baby United ababo the Tetachman Liberty Youth kwasi Amia Soccer Academy ebo the Victory Warriors so and our mana for Mighty Royals and the Lagos Cities at the bapem so and no games a bit me atoja after 7-22 ya bo wie say and a league table na etie was zone 1B ho the baby United omo Equita 53 points the toss me enum kwasi Amia Soccer Academy 37 points so na Doma Unity toss me ansa 33 points and am face so Liberty Youth toss 9 omo kura 31 points so na for Mighty Royals toss 31 points so and a Victory Warriors toss makako Insiam omo so 30 points and sombre come 24 points and am face so nwatwe no Lagos City almost Equita 11 points I don't summon yadi amount ene anope na no has a folk nya drone coach Masi Didu Damani we enen koma we de etuja Abraham ne Pando Heart of Lions ball 0-0.
We still need to improve on certain decisions in certain very key areas where we have transformed so much, and then we need to bring it in the game because those moments are the decisive factors in the game, and I think that we still have a lot to improve on.
On the balance of play, would you say this is a fair result?
It is very discretional. I think that in the first half we controlled the game the way we wanted, and then we came out closely in terms of the chances we created. At least in the first half we created about 3 chances that could have given us the goal, and then the second half we created 2 chances that could have given us the goal. So I think that if we had made those right decisions in those key moments, at least we should have scored a goal.
Now on the bench, I saw that you were very furious with some of the yellow cards that your boys were receiving, and in recent times, I mean, you've had some disciplinary issues.
We will take some actions against those aspects because you don't bounce the ball. It's decent. You don't bounce the ball. In that crucial moment when you were a key member of the team, we were forced to bring him out because at that moment you don't want to risk anything. And these aspects don't show that you really wanted it too much. But irrespective of how you wanted it, you still need to keep your cool.
You we and then some everybody Masi Didu Damani na kache ebana coach Bashe for non said in Komaka e dia fa draw na on boy.
It's a true reflection of the game. Heart of Oak played very well, very solid at the defense, and then we also played very well at the defense, and then we were all trying to make sure we use the midfield to break the lines. It was difficult for both teams. I think half a loaf is better than none. We take it like that and prepare and go away and see what will happen. Sometimes when you are going away, no matter the strategy you map, you go there and it doesn't work.
You and then some Ifro Bana, Nechi Sepsi, and a Kotokwane, coach from Pomanson, Eddie Komakra.
Just like all the games are able. Obi Mekasebia, Kotoko, Ebia of late, almost also problems, and so it's going to be easy. Not at all. I think it's still going to be a difficult game. It's still going to be a derby, and for me, we will go all out to play and then try to win the game.
We and then some coach from Pomanson, that to Betem United and Adriana Nebo, Coach Kabramisa.
So where the league is, there's pressure. And looking at the match we are going to play, the team is not bad in terms of their away performance. But as I've told you earlier, we are going to make sure we correct certain mistakes. And then we watched them last week too when they played the FA Cup. Sometimes there's difference between the league and the FA Cup, but we'll make sure the little that we saw, we'll put it into practice so that we'll correct certain mistakes that happened during our game against nations. So there's pressure. Whoever said there's no pressure is deceiving you. There's a lot of pressure here, but to make sure upon the pressure, what is important is to win the game for the fans. And that's exactly what we are going to do. Okay, all the players are fit. I'll say the fans should troop to the stadium so that they will cheer us up and it will help the boys to perform. Anytime they see them, they're happy. And this time around, we all know where we are at the league table is not good. So each and everyone is going to play his heart out. Coaches are working hard so that we make the fans happy. So they should come on their numbers.
Nabrante, you might say, what's he saying?
We are under pressure because we've lost 3 games, so we need to encourage ourselves. So right now, the pressure on us is not easy for us. But for Sunday game, we are by there. Purposely, our attention is that we must want 3 points now. I'm at you because right now the position I had league manager cry and why so in deserve to say better also. Your mindset is a Sunday game. You must want 3 points. They have to make a show and say more mabamu or so you money in our Mokan one and so couldn't be on the baba and tears from a month for Donna Kumapano. I met a Chinese session was a moment was.
You now Aristica head coach Adama Adiana FC on a wedding Komakra Yentine.
This week is a preparation very, very well, very hard. Our team need win the game. About if you see the statistic from our team, all this season from the away is lose 1-0 from game away, but very difficult from the opponent and another away. But us is preparation to go and fighting and win the game from the Bechim. I know the Bechim is have the situation from the relegation, but our team he have the plan to fighting from the first position. And if you like, stay focused from the first position, need go and win and collect the maximum points.
We and then Zama Restica to Jan Nabrante, let's watch it in the Jato and Nuchino. Yako, unless Zakasa Edia Fan Obama here, or Medical Fizzy, Bechim United.
I feel and paying for target to Medima, I say, on person FA Cup, any person, I can't boom say, the preaching be as a force be as a itimi, any FA Cup, and you was why a Homapa. I call again or out because I say, the Cannonball home match was a Emani 2-1, and FA Cup is a Sanon Bomani sign 2-1. Nina, so you're Nina, some Sanche going to me. This is a Sunday's message go, which is like I say, a boy FA Cup on the event, you say, or league in the concentration in our league, FA Cup on the after, you know, league. And Sunday I've been FA Cup. We said this week I've been league match. The champion team quite be a Sudan as a Yahuphobia to come command and 4 points were Abba.
You we and then some Alex Boachi or the Atuja, you don't say me the Emma. We say
Kofi Tago.
Ma into and say one top.
Kofi?
Ye.
Nkomono Dawson. Batobwa, ni nyina nso hia.
Yes.
Nti yensan rewura mu ma tie for na die dikan. World Cup fundraising events in a course so now Kofi Tago in fact anyone see and run no crane say na F the cost ni na animunyam hye and a sign a raise positivity and I love that in fact ade ba ko ade course no run no o man panyini e kasa or cite examples of how deep rooted our year when it comes to the Black Stars. Again, GFA president be kasa ye owie ye be kire Jesse no a ye be hye ne ho abakosem and the hopes are to him no ye war ahead of the preparation matches through to the World Cup. And then come a course so said the obo Stone Boy ne omo aka nyina no. Kofita go. I think say e kan sem ba ko be na kire yen. E chese o man no ye pebo. We love football. Okay. On say bedru major tournament say na Ghana Ekobia. The preparation towards it, the events and every single thing be a question sampa Ghana ye do football.
Yeah.
And the new be saying in say a champagne for like ketema ye toto ye nneoma ye said be ya ye kobi be ya nimonyam hye na nya nimguase because there are countries are even some be participate in certain competitions kwa no omom panimfo etimi gene cost am say there be ye ntimi mo sa akawe but yen si enya qualify for a major tournament na ye dien you find a way and I think say when I see a because the way we love football, the way how passionate we are when it comes to football, it should reflect in the way we run our football in this country. Because for a country that love football like this, cherish every aspect of it, from Akwaaba and to the president of the land. Now the last African Cup of Nations, young qualified. The last World Cup, before that, young qualify. Again, before that, yes, sign we. That be it doesn't befit us. And we should be a normal way. I say, a society thinking about the way we are doing our game. Nabua, am I making sure say right investment in the Bibiani Beya? Yen ye. Nema who say, send to a toto in terms of administration, running of clubs. Running the GFA body as a whole. How I say you did a Black Stars never so including coaches, appointment in a second, coaches never you might say say you team put up your A game. Said a bef bifetie any BBA. No. Ene Omampanyini did mention about even I think GFA president Kwanakai class no. Yeah. Scar. That this very government good abide their ship and me maka it is more than enough as I said yesterday dia kano clubs na yemwa if these startups am panyin dia ma league you know a class na mo earning no the last time I calculate teacher say if Muhammad's regime ebetwa 4 years am Sadu acting for 4 years in poa sa 4 years sikani enough yes to make you be sound say o pese o ye ball nko ade ya ebe hilu kakra na wo betoto nyoma yi na watoto wuntimi ya na se timi ya na wuntimi skani ya say 10 billion into every season be more 10 billion say twice 4 years and 4 years you still complain so mean to your players ka 4 years o stadium ya basa 4 years we need Jesse 4 years nyoma basic things say ye ball wunya na say ball na wonye serious and we should forget about you yes enti baby adru na de I don't think say every club away in a single position to say league now but no enough money. Unya so no there. There Canada you need to start from there. Even in the English Premier League, about times come on so in the Spanish La Liga, about times come on so minim jisa. Enti clubs na dey aban enough from there. Dia kai mo resources bi aka bia ye mo and esa mo kope na mo dey. What I say, Auntie, it is up to you guys. Come first one to Monioma. Mobile hire the, resource personnel. Mobile hire from branding and marketing. Mobile hire because you see the reason I always talk about branding and marketing. No, when you say branding and marketing your club, no, and the whole lifeblood of the club. Yes. Because resources, you cannot market the club. And he said, branding and marketing department, and they serious, they effective. And don't ever into your appointment of coaching, sacking of coaching, players' conduct, everything to make sure that the class brand position, no, not And it all comes back to that. And he, ye krumana ye one day, I see a tutu ye nyoma ye as class and the GFA body in terms of the running of the league and everything. Government, at least, we have more foundation. Say Moses Kanu so any aban mfa mabie Meboa. Say sikara must ye so ntimi nya hwede a. And there is no need in government giving you guys the free money on keeping ade. Owie wa ma desa production bi so mfa ntwa ball no mamo. Nti se man ntimi antoto ne oma yi a. The season where was expected to be chaotic and an imguasie season. Meboa. Ni enye TV ebetwa headline sponsor ye ni bi. Government came in was up onye mo debut. Nti se mo amanhia bi bia film. It doesn't also obi o ha accommodate na. Oh. Na obuana na kire onye ska se bi odbedi nkwase.
Yes.
Because they na ka ese ke come de no. Wa ma na ne no. Enti e to da jai na come ne no.
Kakra.
Na come ne ntino fo. Yes, what one more since the emotional feeling na adwenye ne say wa no ma come ni ntimi no ebetu ne fo come ne di ni nyina na ebetu ne fo enti mimi feel say Ghana Premier League class nke bo season way without TV ye bo season way without any headline sponsor aban first kana ma and ye mi aya na buy status or this kind of me sure say your class come to no ma yi enti opportunity no mo nya no so much be capitalize build omo ho said e be ya eduru level bi na won san ka bie mu a ofta go nti de bia nipa na osogu ano no da obejai no untimi nya hwe ene na no obra mo yes nti e ho problem no woro so your class no omo recognize the opportunity and the advantage because ahwe mre bi be so ye catch them say na Ghana buy pa mo mu say ska o meka say eh ye ne ntima fa nya hwe no you come to realization
yes. And the bia beka.
And we have to be able to use nyese can be bibia ma wo but best solve problems bi dia kan ye wa
was one am na obi true
good dia kan ye wa obi wo ho aside the way mu no ene ni sika bia na wa person odi bo league no onye ontimi generate pen kwan kan ho we ye jani mu a back to square one ontimi mo away matches ontimi to players even in the midst of this bin madi ontimi to players
yes
nti omo hwe ho ni ye now at the event Kofita go fundraising na ye de call World Cup no Ibrahim Mahama John Mahama Ghana president ni nua no edomin o donate $5 million $5 million $1 million bi asem dem be batwi
say
120 billion Ghana cedis
120 billion old on as nim
old Ghana cedis
120 billion
old Ghana cedis which is about 12 million new Ghana cedis.
Wow, okay.
Enti calculate ya kwa $5 million. Never can say enei $5 million a top private jet. A loop plane no $5 million a tobi. Bikura nduru. But oba ho anwumre na no
we dey you no by that's what I'm asking to you
and ne bad there because papa to donate $5 million chirima be disappointed who say papa boss nobody scout $5 million and that is great, that is huge. In fact Tidamaka says donations no more aye no Kofi World Cup there say about me di nipa kopa. You see the reason why I pet the idea behind this na say no more be positive first you share your lessons say ye sika from the public purse na ye their sponsor supporters to the World Cup no in all honesty in as much say ye na pastor na enye no Kofi if there was a certain way another way na ye betimi ya e best since say de bia ye be call confess ni akoyaba said the Mahama ka say omo ye big push agenda e create jobs and the political matter nyama sem enti sika bebre e kushi na say it means say or other commitments in so and go to the public funds aye. So if there is a possibility to raise funds from corporate bodies no only the $5 million aba say fan sponsor supporters na yenko World Cup a who say me wa nya bia meko nti me to mon kra ye nyina ye nya bia meko Kofita got ya which one the song Kofi the trend say based on that no and ye can no why are there all the other donors o my there Shatawale ni Stone Boy ye mo mabaso
o my there
Kofi for an artist say obeyi $100,000 $100,000 Kofi
I know so buy an saying
$100,000 $10 billion, $12 billion almost.
Yes, yeah, it's about 12 billion.
Almost.
12 billion.
And ye mu be akofa Shatawale abobo show aye nim say one year nduru even ayi $2 billion. Enti etimi boni shows otimi cheze wako show be 10 no watam scan am say Ghana fans and in a way no so mo de sesa SM fans no mo de yakọ SM Beam Nation for so because Stoneboy they are still SM we are on top Stoneboy and it's all fast by a channel Scano Shatawale donating $100,000 Stoneboy would donate $80,000 $81,000 yeah nyam kra enti mo amo chro say Stoneboy donate $101,000 because a trekima na binu kwa ka kire man panyini say na ze Shatawale enti da Stoneboy ahead ade kakra to so a senior one enyini mu osen bibiam Shatawale osin Stoneboy meboa range Rolls Royce kra wanto bi anza na bibiam Shatawale osin Stoneboy fa no to nchen Kofi una anso wakoye nwom ena wa mo ka $20,000 ye hu bi yeah.
Was it no bet 24 hours?
COVID go. What does what about you got $20,000? Yeah. Meboa.
Yeah.
And to sika ye who ye $80,000. Say you know and you crowd 5 million 10 million home. 100 million crowd home. And the Shatawale is can donate. I don't see Stoneboy there no. What the papa baby a key. Why are there? You know honest ye bantan and Kofi for this artist.
Okay,
this is how we like it on the street.
Yeah.
No crane say. Yes, something remarkable. Nye de bia na de abanka ba be gu omonsa. Nye de bia na Shatawale ye say. Nye de bia na Stoneboy aye say. And ne de omaye bi. These individuals, Kofi, aside entertainment, omode nipa, healing, omode healing nipa, omo motivate nipa, mo yes successful in businesses, all aspects, including Keto Kreku, Shatawale, and inspire no.
Yeah, that's all bad stage cannot.
Good. Until you look at all these things, then you understand that above all, nkwadaya titi omo widem, $100,000 each. Say, Kofi, Stoneboy $81,000. Say, yem fanko sponsor Ghana phobi enko US. Say bibi numbe Ghana. Inti abeyo omo life opportunity. Particularly wa abeko Canada first match no. Meboa.
Yes.
O say ba ice for no. Bray. Inti Kofi Canada for kwaso omo penipa. Bra. Trump becho. Inti Kofi the train say omo yade. He nyoma no abromesu to the level.
Oh yeah, omo yade.
He individual artists. No record label. But omo donate this money skaway aside to tell Lamborghini ni bi o. But omo say abanje. And I love that. Nye de bia and a prasta tenuma office or a vagabond or a stubborn. A drew baby no omo to omo to me then
$100,000.
The muhu omo amunim sama na moye. Ana ngoma. Okay.
Young guy.
Ghana Premier League. Enra. Kofi House of Folk. About 0-0. I'm on 11 wonders.
I'm on Pando.
Hey, Pando Heart of Lions.
Yeah.
Now, House of Folk was a problem. When say in the last 6 Ghana Premier League matches, how much 2 goals? In the last 6 matches in the Ghana Premier League, how much 2 goals? Was 2 goals? Wow. Then Ghana Premier League and Kafon we had that 4 says.
Kotoko na be goal stars on.
Oof. Ebia 1-1. The last 6 Premier League matches, how much 2 goals?
Wow.
When I'm saying the Ghana Premier League, House of Folk, and they had the 3rd worst team in terms of goal scoring. The whole team's 18 there one. Or more match Sapa will go Shao has also 3. Now, you bought many matches?
Yeah, bought about 26 games.
26 games has actually 17 goals. 26 matches has actually 17 goals. Wow. I'm fan compete. But I mean, blame me coach, you know. And I watched the game. And I did back when I realized and they say, but should I was saying Hayford.
Yeah.
Okay, after the match. In fact, House of Folk can create chance or money. As I said, they defend better or more block chances. Say no, we should go alliance. I'm gonna create try, I'm looking threat. But again, so we team our defense and the coach now building a solid. Now we're very good goalkeeper in Benjamin and say obey those kind of saves now. And no, yeah, consistently we are the Hearts of Folk now. Ube keep clean sheets. They are the best defensive team in football rhetoric, as Alex Ferguson said. Defense they can renew trophies. Ethical defensive team 29 matches, incredible and impeccable defensive record of 9 goals Super Normal conceded in 26. And they can check out that top. But House of Folk there. I'm the defense win you title no a breaking record no the team I'm call meeting in the Ghana Premier League 1G League oh team record be oh anya okro problem but ni nyina na say administrative because has started first round no nim say the team nenye enti winter transfer no January dey na na so but then has of count to
because of the ban
then no munya ban administrative errors Rini Heading estate here what on Salim Adams wouldn't say so tua fe ma FM ma ban and now the control krana se na ma ayi kakra bi no je o the men dey or kotofu agu Range Rover num and the aka obe yusu no je ye agronko but Kofi Rini Heading no oyo broni and this only now corner said dem na te a look Ghana Premier League class na some ma adwen some terminate contracts anyhow Kofi anything I was sign player and so we say we here no why you the needed because contract termination no is one of the most dangerous things
yes
okay as Real Madrid and Barcelona say we terminate contract basa Liverpool na teams ni ngui damage obi be twa no but here you have to sign your money nyina ase and the administrative problem me fa ma coach no what I say
yeah
as of majority of the time they buy players before they appoint coach ndi me da blame coach ni ba they all know you so ti say any money nya say was starting Mauli Wayo Hussein Mohammed attack no was starting Hamza Isa still goes in ma obende the one no should I blame the coach
no
def no way how to vote strikers say yes expect some go Mauli Wayo ni Hussein Mohammed dia ka nyina free medal na beba right omo achi hwanete ho obi ante ho
yeah
nti def no hwana ese oto or transfer ban mpacho ban no ya left
no
yeah
Togbi the matter is was say obehwe na sasika
obehwe de ye che meye de mfa nkasem ontua because no so omutua on the spot sabi muko school nti musa contract na munim de wom what I say no crapa na muse mu bedi for interestingly omode ukwa cast sa no so be boka o be say tua nye say ya ba no after man untua obetua ko bi ni de nti we ya o ma ye ba ne we because the bottom line is that for punishment but so what is the essence and the other problem no administrative Kofi other matches no because ne brekum Chelsea but Kotoko money match on Nations FC
yeah
Kofi two teams ni nyina omo ya ade kakra in the Ghana Premier League but it's not competitive because say Ghana Premier League no omo a me attention wo omo so wosoro de media ma Gold Stars say point gap ne say
it's the one
enti omo mienu na board ya me hwe de obi a resource ebeko what I say Gold Stars bebo Vision media ma kwa away on Dreams obi a game ye tricky but I think Gold Stars at home against Vision there at least onya one goal margin win 2-1 and 1-0 be there I think omo betimi a share Vision Dreams media ma
a game
match rough I want cry
did I say top of bit master
serious Dreams media ma
so Gold Stars onya be take
o when match no nko ade a nti ene yo mo asem ye mrafie
okay
Kofi Chelsea players they say already camp how many days about 4-5 days
yeah
good and it all comes down to tomorrow China Chelsea ne Karela Kofi China Chelsea and man share Karela ye berry say Chelsea and share Karela e wo kroma China Chelsea berry
yes
nti mesre mo because the supporters any coach you know any players and say nipa etwa adwawe wo kurom ebi amode mo time mabon because na kwam chese me hunu kurom ache ebi skura ba bon te oteka mu me ka ba me chini me namfom ba me de me te nkomo pa ye di areho Kofi enti mu hu situation ne se de yen ye hu no na en co players ni trim no mu magina park ne so ma ye resource ye be hu sampa Chelsea beka league nim yes any cautions that say ball na ye bone de man kan chero but ye here vindication fa nya hwe say man kan say Chelsea ball no mo ye nye this year rom ye mfa nya hwe the most important thing is say mo be prove nipa wrong na Chelsea has stay in the league the akabia na ye beka ho asema na and it comes to this Karela team in the last 8 matches in the Ghana Premier League Brekum Chelsea are winning 2 both home and away enye
bad
enye kra the last 8 in the Ghana Premier League enye now that no FA Cup nothing Kyla the 6 and this season I stand to be corrected team sikitwa bi no mo that Chelsea so Chelsea team show mo And the Kerala that we are talking about, if you want record no. The last 5 games, Oma winning 4. Oma draw 1. They are unbeaten in the last 5 games. Wow. Yes. Oma winning 4. Oma draw 1.
Wow.
Oma unbeaten in the last 5. Oshe Hawaii 1-0. Okwawe kweshe Dreams 1-0. Okwawe ni bechem kobo draw. Nano oshe kotoko say
1-0.
Wow. It will be a shekotoko na oba. So this is a side that if you don't give your all, if you don't show, say, Opesa Oka Premier League anymore. Kofi won't mean share no. I'm going to know you. We are league winner.
Yes.
With Samates.
Am I doing anything?
Good. And we should understand the opponent that we are facing. Echina. Supporters na so biaba. Yen nyina ye bebo ya from there, right? Na ya support team no. Because games in the world supporters points and the German team no. China is supporters better 3 points. Edema Chelsea. But players and soon show up. The seriousness they call right from minute 1. You guys shouldn't be wasteful. Chances never. I mean the seriousness, commitment. Mumbo, Real Madrid were playing against Man City. And the Rudiger catching on because before the game, you lose Getafe, Madrid they lose Osasuna. Obian is a Man City better tell Real Madrid. Rudiger say, or catch them and say Man City match. Whatever happens, if we run, we run. If we die, we die. But you see, Man City. That is the mentality at the matches like this. Say, American way say mutu. If you guys have to die for the team tomorrow, you guys have to die for the team. And some year can we are saying this in spirit, not in words.
Yeah.
You see these players, na omunim de say obebo team bi na open team ne berry. Enti manem ba otrim da.
Yeah.
This Kerala game is coming at a very wrong time. Reform pa Chelsea.
5 matches were winning 4.
Out of 15 points, Octa 13, including Washe Kotoko. Wakwa away, akwa winning Dreams. What the hell Chelsea so for home for? Kofi Chiradi. Why you?
You, Martin. Yeah, that's it. And see, 0242 020208 0242 020208 that's 0207573003 lines na ye bie frɛ na ye ni kɔmɔ wo pina ana say ye di from amanane abepiem awofie na oso abekyerɛ wadwene e da fa show no so na no echi no ya pagya ye mu abra esi nondu ekobo ikoyi na eno echi MKB one ne team no abesi konya na masede ne sen o matimi e da to aso 0242 020208 that's 0207573003 good morning.
Good morning, Dago.
Daniel Yentio.
Okay, Mama was in the edge of my moye. I'm in Jamaica for you. Hey, we couldn't tell you for. Yes, I'm a pie. Some of the told me my ye. Yes, I tell you, then your movie or honor day. I mean, I can't almost see you 10 cities in Chelsea, but a supporters none is a for 30 matching. Yes, I did yes almost so. Martin near my ye, not Chelsea carry you, not Chilomoya near my ye, supporters, any management, none of family in our more. None near mentally ye, a bomb pay the Real Madrid, so very in a more.
Yes, out of
hello,
morning, I'll be able to
no matter what they say rainbow colors.
Rainbow, no.
Yeah, I don't call a tender coordinator. Phobia, I could draw team, bomb team, Basso Cocabasso. The woman said, go into me, Namum, South Wedding by defense, Bonham. House of Folk, the way you could not could now Yasaka being the cap, the team of one, the Kuma. For now, so boy, no, Sata, and then president today in here. Bomb about now, you was the FA president.
There be when you be.
Kind of where you know, all seniors say. You. Materials, Papa, Uncle Work up and himself, Metro, my conclusion.
Yeah, that's Papa, Adolf Natenica. Shannon said WS Bets, betting company, no Shannon said code F4. I see, yeah, Facebook was it, Debra. Never fa code no na fi mo WhatsApp group no so nso dia tum obetimi aba na also timi akotwa WS bet the two account code no 4 I say dey go senti rouse say na kofa. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, Papa Inkasi.
Waman yintio.
Yo, ya damasi. Ni oduma pa mi osuma bleku mani Ghana manya. Memba that modern. Kofi na me kotoko be ko ya hasi ni obi ko obi di kambo no lusu na ko ya mani aja adikro na neto. Dia so ampese kotoko bobo dro onyo ne ma tie ma na bleku nche so o mo ga be wona o mo free ba bia o mo dan ya nka mo ho.
Yes, sir, that's it. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. We dey never be free.
Me ba che frame yen su mi kasa free amangwase.
Ansu yentio.
Me sro tina brekum Chelsea. Chelsea aya ma bibre ya nya kuma ya de yes sro mo. Tina mo ho modin. Yes sro coach ni so mo aye. Na nye sa bo dia Chelsea e ko na enko ye yes sro bibre uni nya me nya aduma.
Yes, sir, yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning.
It at yentio.
Manya la news bi say one reporter mo pese mo ma Lewandowski 1 year contract. Yes no yenye nkwane buhia dundu wi ase Lewandowski obone bo awie ye ma no nko ne empe striker na season ye ma no magina ni mu wo na wanyini o ti ase na no kra bro kra so 2 goals kra nya easy nti ase ye ma no nko ne nkwane buhia dundu wo ho
Mate minim uzenu yase Hakimi arejati eno kra
sa story na no kra
me am ko check here about
first of all sites now omo e kan nyina omo boy nya credible.
Okay.
2 Hakimi ye dey or ye captain.
Yeah.
Onye a national owner. Or minor a project. Won't even reject it. Oh, say I'm family or reject and reject. The only thing a ben sad news then they say Partisis Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah.
Omo mo ne ba sabe bochina no. Omo team num na akomachi me baba akowo.
Okay.
Akomachi Morocco ni. Partisis say o kachire no no. Akomachi kura ni anje say omaji decision about omo anim say cap na yes Senegal for na there. So inside within them, you say that's how they will feel. Within them no, they will feel say cap na there. Senegal for there. And they say omo ni begu asemo asemo ko kase.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kofi. Sam Trigger ni mkasa Trigger. Wa hia no we ku. Me wa take me. We see video na wo wi na na kasa. Aha. Yam papa me kan say.
Anu yesu count yentio.
Yeah, no Canadian. Me say na kwa me. Send ye bia wi a obefre no no. On fre ne tina. Na coach on team mo boro no nyina nche go. Coach obeye say coach per win. Player no so no tie me.
Tie kasa.
Coach no obetre me so kire o per win. Player no so up a win, but now what didn't be a mirror. And Tina Kwame, I am a binum, or I will be no Mulabino, or in the China, or in the China, my area, no, on in the China, on Quasre, Ninja Sochian, mini bully. Why?
See, Papa, sir, Alfred. Good morning. Yes, I Judy ain't you.
You want to
yes, you.
You will be players, you know. On say, oh, Bobo, and on a ABR side, on our Boliviano places, oh, your born on our would let you stop a bar. She would say ABR, oh, the young man, oh, baby, but also you carry out what I say. You carry out there now, what the more would to buy your boy, and I'm going to talk on it. You carry out, no, say, church now, maybe on a list. Who bona me sha anya hwe no de man ko ba bia kra benya kotokwa na ja ha jabo what I say so tina game no mbe bono mo fa sha mentality so so mo yiro mo bono mo se ko ka la e ti bia so be struggle na fa ta mo ta be ti anya sa mo struggle against
that's the papa yeah obi nto aso so bonte na bibia bako de ye ya say so bonte hello
Kobi
so bonte
o grazie
bibia bako de
o nyamya dombo ko
yo ma yinti we
kana mampo hizi sana na mo tuko taka pita no hobo boge obo ske we ya wani twinchinu kita mo ka kweta yi nyaje ya mena honte subi ani na ye ya bona ba su be mama ya bona ba su was schedule bi ana di bi aboa ni ya e stombo ya bo munya ba so kate we na ho de ne joje ho oyi ni ye
onye wanyi bi
ke ke no so de ka ke bi abata ho o ya no ati bo hu ya on ko yi papa mra ni mo na ba so ko to ko ye be sero mo ye ni ani ti ba dan drama state ye be sere
Okay.
Come on, drama test in this year, and the way in here. I just need the athlete. You did the can you son of what to say the leak. So I'm going to name my count.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning. What you Vincent to me?
Vincent, you.
With the house was a fair on board the Nekoshako Bishop 4.
You. Vincent, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning, Kofita.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kakabi,
you.
Minia.
Man, so
Any
stone boy, I say, I would yell my Minia, the could say the Yamadi or between animals, and ninja who you Yamadi and Yakuman Trail and Muki
You. Yeah, that's yeah, will be an say on a bit me Janaswa. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Bako dia.
Oko shine.
Correct.
Are you yintiwe? Who say boss this so?
Martina, who say who ya was Stoneboy, who says Stoneboy no we see my dada. Where is can't one. Money for that.
Also pass your booby na gone na your bound to pass your booby.
But what I chatting up because you so much and my band yes and metachi. The beginning of my
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Last caller, good morning.
Good morning.
But we didn't never be free.
I'm Pacho Mitaye.
Be on Pachi in team side.
Yo, Mamma Chabajafuni, and Mentia Chinsinina. Now, your best record protocol, yes, Rome. So, once I get you, when you may ban me to Mobile. Yes, I know most of you. Now, Becum says your best Rome. Yes, but yet, killing gases in a year. Your best Rome. Yes, no bon year, Mokari and Amoya, you, born for the another year, Tibian. Your best Rome, or Mino my.
Yes, yeah, that's Mr. Yes. So, afraid now, or the trap. You're quite baby, so and then which in a PJ, Yabrana, so Nama said and say, I bet was so at the amount. And then P. Akwaaba Radio 98.1. Now, wait from Yenya family our UK. What say and Adam for I friend was the when support and was the birthday and she was saying 5 videos so now you're so happy birthday was so as a Yankopon and count and Akwaaba day and fear no more baby and